We're live. Don't think anybody's quite in chat yet. I need somebody in chat to let me know if they can hear me okay. Hopefully they'll get in there soon. Show's RP Grinders we haven't started yet. It's gonna be a fun one. Lots to do today. We got some significant news to talk about in video gaming. Also significant political news, obviously, which we will get to later on in the show. President tested positive for the Rona, so there's that. I have a hard time even calling him president, Eric. It's weird. Can you hear me okay, Eric? Make sure everything's cool on that end.
Yeah.
What else do we got? I don't have any reviews this week. Doesn't look like Eric does. Maybe Break will. We're waiting for Break to get on the air. This is Frank. I'm on with Eric. This is just a little bit of pre-show banter. Shows RP Grinders. We're live every Friday. We do pre-show banter probably about, I don't know, what would you say, Eric, like 6:30 Eastern, around there sometimes.
Yeah.
And then the show proper starts approximately 7. But yeah, we've got lots to talk about today. Some interesting stinkos as always. Some sweetos. And starting today, we have our greatest horror movie of all time, round 1. We're at 64 movies. By the end of today, we'll be down to 32. Eric, if you don't know the movies in question, just look up a synopsis is the best way that you're going to... And I guess lean into chat if you're not sure what movie to pick. I think I can send you... Let me go to Twitter and I'll send you the brackets. So that way you have those. Can you hear me okay, Eric?
Yeah.
All right, good. Let me go to... sorry, y'all. Twitter is a hell of a thing. Here we go. Let's see if yep, okay, it's these two. I'll put that there. I put it in your Twitter feed, the 2 brackets. Oops. Let's send that one. Let's see. Okay, that's the Hellraiser one. Let's get out of that. Okay. Alright, and here's the other one. Alright, these are the 2 brackets. Okay. Sorry for the delay there, y'all. Should be a fun one today. We've got lots to talk about. Our tournament's going to be fantastic. Test 1 2. Just testing my mic. It's because I was listening to the show, Eric, and it's like my mic is like way higher than you guys' mic, and I wanted to be kind of even, so I docked it down a little bit. Hopefully that'll help some audio issues, I hope. Let's see. What are we doing here? Yeah. So some interesting matchups on the tournament, Eric. I took everybody's suggestions, and I got most of them in. There were a couple of exceptions, and I'll get to that when we start the show. Let's see. Just looking at some stuff here. I wonder if did Wyland get into chat yet, or anybody get into chat yet? Does not look like it. Okay. Because I'm wondering if maybe my voice is a little bit too low or what the deal is. I can always
Well, that's
adjust.
interesting.
What's that?
Bloodborne's free on PS Plus, even though it's not one of the free games for October.
What's that?
So they're doing it ahead of the PS5's release,
Doing what?
which is a thing that's for PS5 only people, by the way.
What are you talking
Did
about?
you not pick up any of that at all?
What are you talking about, Eric? You said something and I asked you what did you just say and you kept rambling.
I
What?
said Bloodborne,
Oh, what about Bloodborne? It's a freebie or what?
apparently,
Oh,
because
okay.
it wasn't a part of the October free PS Plus games, but it's on there free anyway.
Oh, that's kind of nice. I know they were doing the freebies for the month were good ones. It was Vampire and what was it? Need for Speed for October. Which I gotta put those in my library. I want to play Vampire. I'm glad that was. I mean, this is one of the few months that I haven't bought one of the games on PS Plus, so that's really good. I already have Bloodborne, so that's not a big deal. Wasn't Bloodborne a freebie a while back, anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um. All right. If you're just joining us, the show's RP Grinders. We haven't started yet. Just waiting on break to join the fray. And it's going to be a really good show. I have a really, really good feeling about it, especially with our horror tournament. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm looking at some of the matchups. I think it was you, Eric, that suggested Gremlins. Wasn't it
Yeah.
you? Guess what the first round matchups for Gremlins is, Eric? This is going to be a tough one. Gremlins, your suggestion, versus Breakman's Tremors suggestion. I decided to put Tremors because I didn't want to piss off the Bacon. You know what I'm saying? We got Hollow Man in there. So Kevin Bacon is definitely represented in the tournament. How long he lasts in the tournament is going to be entirely up to chat and us. But
Part of me thinks that Tremor shouldn't even be there, though, because it's comedy.
Yeah, I thought about
Sort
it, but
of.
I wanted to include as many suggestions as possible. I did leave a couple of suggestions off, but not very many. Most of everybody's suggestions made the list. I think one of the ones that didn't make it was one of Freak Five's. I think Them did not make it. Let me take a quick pick. Oh no, Them did make it. So I think everybody's suggestions pretty much made the list, Eric. So there were a couple. I know Glitterina on Twitter suggested quite a few, and quite a few of them made the list. The only one I didn't put on the list was like The Haunting of Julia, I think was the one that did not make the list. But other than that, I mean, it it's shaping up to be pretty awesome, Eric. I mean, I even included Alien, even though I think of that as more of a sci-fi movie than anything. But I figured, like, if I can put Phantasm into this tournament, which is, it's a horror movie, but it's also sci-fi. So I mean, it ends up being a really sci-fi movie. But if I can put that in, I can put in Alien. Same thing with The Thing. But yeah, Alien's going up against Hereditary in round one, so that should be a hell of a matchup. I think Hereditary's a great movie. I don't know if it's Alien great, but we'll find out. We have representations from werewolves and ghosts to vampires and monsters and creatures. I mean, everything is represented. I'm pretty proud of these two brackets, Eric. It's looking good. It's looking really, really good. Is anybody in chat other than Bernie? Because Bernie can't really listen to listen to me right now, other than the way she's listening to me. But I mean, there's some titanic matchups, Eric. I mean, I'm looking at. Oh shit! Let's look at this, man. There's for instance, Juan the Grudge is going against your number one suggestion, Scream, Eric. So that should be a fun little matchup. Looks like Candyman goes up against Fright Night. So that's another great matchup. So we're gonna have matchup after matchup of just greatness in this tournament. There were some I could not like. I couldn't put Tales from the Hood. Like there was nothing I could justify taking out. Even though Tales from the Hood is a really good horror movie, I mean, you're never gonna please anybody. If this was 120 something odd, 128 movie tournament, I mean, there would always be something left off. So I tried to get the creme de la creme, plus chat suggestions, plus some aggregate things from different websites and stuff like that. So I think I did a fairly good job of representing at least a few of everybody's favorites. So, and I did get most of chat's suggestions in. Um, there was Mask of the Red Death did not make it. I think that was Freak Five's suggestion. Um, Let me look here. There were a couple more that I was trying to justify sneaking in, but I just couldn't find a place for them. One of my movies didn't make it, Puppet Master. Teeth was another one that I just left off of because it's not super scary. It's a good movie, but it's just not. There were some, and I left very few sequels off the list unless they were tonally different or, they were a superior version. Like for instance, Evil Dead 2 is kind of a better version of Evil Dead 1, so I put that instead of Evil Dead 1. I think the only true sequel that I have a couple. The Conjuring 2, which I thought was a better movie than the first, and tonally different Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. So I added that one. But other than that, not a lot of sequels. I didn't add any of the Friday the 13th sequels, so we're going to have to kind of judge Friday the 13th as a whole, type thing. Same thing with Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, we've got all the heavy hitters here. Halloween is in here somewhere. What else is in here? And see, I didn't even put movies like Insidious in there. The Others, which I think is a fairly good, wholesome, I guess, horror movie. I couldn't even get that in here. But I did add almost everybody's suggestions. Like, I think it was Freak that suggested Cabin in the Woods, so that's in there. I think Dungeon Buster suggested The Stuff, so that's in there. Wyland suggested Laid to Rest and All Hallows Eve, and it just so happens those two are going up against each other in the first round, so we'll find out there. I think Freak also suggested the movie Them, and I debated until I remembered exactly what that movie is and how influential that movie is. So I put that in there. I did take it out at one time, but I put it back in. So Them is in there. Jesus, everything is represented in here. There's black and white movies like Them, and Psycho is in here. Up to newer movies like Get Out and Hereditary. I got shaky cam movies like Blair Witch Project in here. What else? I mean, there are so many. We're going to go through them all today. We'll get 64 down to 32, and then we will go from there. It's going to be a fantastic night. I hope you all enjoy it. I put a lot of work into this, and it's going to be one of those things. Let's see if we can get Break. I don't even know if he's in here yet. I saw him earlier on Twitter, but let's see if he's. I never can see him on Skype. I don't know if it's because like my Skype for whatever reason never wants to update. But I don't know. I always see you, Eric, but I never see Break in there. So if you're just joining us, the show's RP Grinders. We have not started yet. We're waiting on Breakman to join, but we're gonna have a really good time today. Month of October, we always do something horror related. Last year, I think, didn't we do the horror icons last year, Eric? This year, it's going to be greatest horror movie of all time. So, you one movie I didn't add in here, Eric, and it really rightfully should, but again, I try to accommodate everybody, but Jaws is not in here, and that's super surprising. But nonetheless, it should be a good time. I think we're all gonna have a great time and enjoy, um, and just enjoy the show. It's gonna be really really fun. Uh, let's see. I'm gonna send Break the brackets in Twitter just so he has them. Let's see. Boom and boom. What? Did it not? Okay, that's that one. Sorry, guys. We're just waiting on Break. Wyland, what's up, dude? Can you hear us? And can you most importantly, can you hear? Like I've noticed, my voice is probably louder than the other guys on the show. I think I adjusted it correctly. Um, Let me know if it sounds off, Wyland. You could kind of be my tester or whatever. Hellraiser. Okay. Let's put this one in here. Oh, come on. Okay. All right. Let's see. Does it? Let me know if it sound if my voice is equal to like Eric or Breakman's during the show, Wyland. If you wouldn't mind, just trying to work on some audio issues I noticed with the show. I got most everybody's suggestions, Wyland, including a few of yours. Let me look at the bracket here. I did it totally random. I once I put all the movies in, I hit the like randomizer, like the shuffle button, and it just so happens, Wyland, that a couple of your suggestions are going up against each other in the first round. Looks like Laid to Rest versus All Hallows Eve in the first round, so it should be pretty exciting. Um, there are, I mean, there were, Wyland, you want to talk about headache, dude? To come to come up with just 64 of the greatest horror movies of all time is extremely difficult. It is it's really really hard, man. Like I had to leave some off. Like can you believe Jaws didn't make the 64, Wyland? You know, I mean most people really wouldn't technically consider it a real, traditional horror movie, but you know how it is. Um just waiting on Break, man. But man, some of these matchups, Wyland, I was looking and I was really, really impressed. Like, I did the shuffle thing, just blindly, and because I didn't want there to be any bias or like a really strong movie like The Exorcist going up against like something middling or down below and totally destroy. So I think it's gonna be pretty fair. I think
And
whatever
we
the
can always
outcome.
put Wyon's favorite horror movie, Dragon Shit Artist, on there.
The dragon shit artist. Yeah, exactly. Um. But I think it's gonna be a ton of fun. I'm looking at it, and I don't. I mean, I can't. We really can't go wrong with any of these movies. Like one of the matchups. Let's see here. Um. Golly, look at this. Candyman versus Fright Night. That's a Titanic matchup. Really, really good. So it's gonna be really fun. Eric, you'll probably have to lean on Chad a little bit for some of these movies, but I think you've seen some of these movies. I don't think anything's gonna be too hard to decide. There's some that are, you know, just gonna be really, really difficult as far as like deciding which is deserving of heading later on into the tournament. But I think we're gonna be okay, man. There's some great matchups, man. Like first round, we get Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Suspiria. So that's gives you a preview of what we're going to get here. That's disappointing. Wyland, I thought Terrifier 2 was coming out this October. That really sucks, man. I hope they don't push it till next
Because
October.
they absolutely need to make the theater books.
Yeah, it's
Because
really
every
weird.
company's a moron.
Yeah, I don't know what the case was with Terrifier 2, but I understand why Halloween, the sequel of that next trilogy set, I understand why that was pushed back because they really do need that audience in the theater. But something like Terrifier 2, I don't know. I mean, was it just production issues? Maybe I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to be. See, I didn't figure it would be a theatrical release. I'm just wondering why they decided to put it off. Maybe production problems or something, Wyland. I'm guessing. I'm totally guessing. I had no idea. uh, let's see here. Oops. I got all kinds of wires going on all over the place. Yeah, they still need to film things. Yeah, that happens. I mean, you know, that's okay. I mean, if they still needed to do post, scenes like I mean, that's what a lot of people don't realize about most movies. Like they'll do a whole movie and they think they have enough, and
Mm.
for continuity reasons or for story reasons, they have to do some reshoots. And so it can make it coherent, the movie coherent. So, if that's the case, then I understand. But it is disappointing though. I was really looking forward to Terrifier 2. I think
Well, I'm commenting more on movies like Candyman, but
Yeah, Candyman's
and
another big disappointment, but I think they were really relying on butts in the seats as well. Um,
but like I'm no hurry to see Tenet, especially after fucking Christopher Nolan was being a total dumbass about how people do go to the theaters for the movie experience and basically just sucking the dick of Regal and stuff.
yeah. Well, he sucks. I mean, if you've ever seen some interviews with Nolan, he's not a very very cool dude. Um, uh, so I mean, it is what it is. But Wyland says every movie has reshoots. That is totally true. If you're just joining, we haven't started yet. We're just what do they say? Doing a little pre-show banter. Here's a movie that didn't make the list that maybe should have. Christine.
No.
Yeah. No, you don't think so?
Oh, it's one of the worst horror movies.
I like it quite a bit actually. Um, wow.
Well, it's probably better than Mary Lou Prom Night 2, though.
Prom Night 2 was actually pretty good from what I remember. Um, Probably better than Christine, I would say. Christine's not. I don't like that's. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, it's not. Breakman's having some issues. Um. Uh. Sorry, I'm typing with break at the same time here. Um. Okay. But yeah, this is. I mean, there's. I mean, anybody can be. Um. Mad at their favorite horror movie not making the list, but I mean, if you really think about most of the movies on this list of 64, I don't think anybody's gonna have a super hard time with whoever comes out of this thing. But Wyland says people still getting shipping notices for the Friday 13th box sets and nothing for me yet. I know, Wyland. I'm dying for you to get that, man, because I really want to know like how the first four look. Because I think the first four were 4K scans, so I'm sure those are gonna look fantastic, which is awesome. Very curious about the part two extra scenes that didn't make it to the movie. Just a bunch of goodness in that set. Um, hey, Eric, can you hold the fort for just a minute? I have to use the restroom before we start. Breakman's having some issues, anyways.
What am I gonna talk about?
I don't know. Talk to Wyland about how great Gremlins is. That'd be a good topic. I'll be right back, man. I just got to use the restroom.
Well, maybe I can ask since you're here, but what are the chances of Tekken 7 being ported to the PS5 or Xbox One X or Xbox Series X?
Hi, Eric.
Hi.
I'm filling in for Frank while he goes to the bathroom. So Frank told me you're getting your PlayStation on the first wave of PlayStation thingies.
Yeah, I'm getting it directly through Sony.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I'm wondering if I'll even be able to get an Xbox Series X on launch.
Oh, you like Xbox better?
No, it's just that there's a couple multi-platform games I was kind of interested in getting because I didn't have an Xbox One X to take advantage of the extra performance.
Oh.
And they'll get even more performance this time, so.
Oh, you'll get it, I'm sure.
Yeah. And Wyland's saying that they'll probably just make it PC unless they do a Season 5 of DLC for Tekken 7. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna wait till Tekken 8 comes out. But that might be for years.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Freak.
Yeah, Tekken 7 came out like what, 2.5 years ago, and they're still supporting it. And then no intention of doing like a complete edition at all, because Namco apparently doesn't do that. They just move on to the next thing.
That's interesting.
I said 2.5, Wyland, so it's probably more than 3 then. I just couldn't remember. Well, if we're talking about the arcade launch, then it's definitely like 5 years. I just hope that Street Fighter 6, whenever that comes out, it's not the garbage pile that 5 was. I didn't even play 5 because of all the bad things I heard about it. Like the complete lack of content at launch, and their attempts to add more content weren't really great.
Yeah, that sucks when they can't add a lot of content, huh?
It's not as bad as the JoJo's All Stars, where they tried to add like mobile game elements into it, like the stamina meter that like limits the amount of stuff you can unlock.
Oh yeah.
Or what you could play.
Yeah, mobile gaming's kind of sucky sometimes. Uh-oh. Everybody be quiet. Frank's back.
Oh, shut up.
Bye.
Bye.
Whatever Bernie said, it was a lie. Just to let everybody know. Okay. I'm back.
She told us your real name was
Billis.
Francois.
It's Billis.
No, I told him how old you were.
Billis.
Yeah.
I told him how old you were.
How old did you tell him?
150.
No, that's not true.
No, she's lying. It was actually at 10,000 years.
Freak Vibes in chat. He says Super Mario 35 is fun. If you're just joining us, we're waiting for Break to reboot his computer. He's having some Skype issues apparently. Let's see. Bernie is greater than Frank. How dare you, Freak Five? How dare you? No, don't say ah. Don't encourage him. Jesus Christ, you're exiled, woman. He also says hello, Bernie. Hello, Grinders. What's up, Freak Five? Let's see. Just trying to catch up here. Tekken 7's getting a little long in the tooth. I thought that years ago, Wyland, for that whole
They should have done
series.
Kiyomitsu earlier. Why did they wait till now?
Yeah, I know. See if I was able to correction. Whatever. Okay. Break didn't watch enough Kevin Bacon movies today, Wyland says. I think that's true, but you know what? I tried to appease the Kevin Bacon god, Wyland, because in the tourney, there's at least 3. This is spoilers, everybody. There's at least 3 Kevin Bacon movies in there. I know I discussed Tremors, and I was kind of down on Tremors being in the top 64, but I decided to appease the Bacon and put him in there. I also put Hollow Man in lieu of the Invisible Man, which disappointed me greatly, but I did it to appease the god. And also Friday the 13th is in there. So there is definite representation of Kevin Bacon in the tourney, for sure. Friday the 13th, Tremors, and Hollow Man. Yes, Wyland, those are the 3. Yeah, you got them, for sure. But it's gonna be super fun. I think we're gonna have so much fun with the tournament. I mean, Freak Five. I think I got most of all of your suggestions, save for maybe 1 or 2. I know Teeth didn't make the top 64. I couldn't justify putting that movie in above some of the big time. As my other half here is destroying my dog. She's actually putting a costume on my dog, Freddy Krueger costume. Hey, stop biting, dumb dog. But she's got a Freddy Krueger sweater on. I should take a picture and show you guys.
Yeah.
Later, not right now. But what are you doing? It's actually a really cool costume. It's got a little hat and glove and sweater and everything, so it's really cool. But anyways. Let's see. Still need to watch Hollow Man 2. Hollow Man 2 really sucks, in my opinion. Let's see. I want to see pictures. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll have Bernie take a couple pictures, and when she gets it all on her. I don't know if this dog is gonna really take to this. This is like the cutest thing ever. This little. I think her ears need to. I don't know. I think her ears like go.
I wanted to find a way to put mean face in my
Her ear goes
escapades.
What?
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
What are you talking about, Eric? I'm sorry.
The video I showed you.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to figure out how to put that in there, but I can't figure it out.
Freak says the dog is wishing the blades on the glove was real. Yeah, pretty much. She's not too happy about this newfound.
She liked her tutu.
She has a tutu, which is pretty cool as well. But, oh, she's so mad. Oh, she's so mad. She looks like Freddy Krueger right now. It's so funny. Can you get her out of here so I can work here? Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun tournament. I think it's that glove is so freaking cute. Her hat's not on right. This dog is crazy. Okay. She don't like it. She took the glove off already. How funny. Okay, well, like I said, this is RP Grinders. We're just waiting for Break to join on in. We're going to have to fly through the news here, Eric, so hopefully we
Not like
can.
there's a whole lot. I mean,
Yeah,
there's a good chunk, but
there's a good chunk, but it's not that much. But I want to fly through it because the beginning of the tournaments always takes a long time, so I want to get through it as quick as possible. Um, let's see if okay, I don't have anything thing else from break. So he's still restarting his computer. He's just having some problems. Did you take that picture?
Yes.
Okay. Send it to me and then I'll send in Skype and then I'll not in Skype, in Twitter, and I'll show everybody the
On Twitter? Okay.
yeah, on Twitter. That's the easiest way. And then I can show everybody what
Dorcas the dog looks like.
Dorcas the dog has on. And she looks really upset. She's all pissed off. I mean, she's been pissed all day, but it's just the way that it is. She also got a little tutu, which I think is the cutest thing, but whatever. Okay. If you're just joining us, the show's RP Grinders. We're going to be discussing a lot of stuff today. Hopefully we'll get through the news real quick. And then later on we're going to get to some fun things. Commander Roots in chat. Looks like first killer is in chat. Lurks is in chat, and Thicker is in chat. So welcome to chat all. We haven't started the show proper yet. We're just waiting on Breakman to join. We're going to have a hell of a show. We've got all the usual RPG and JRPG news. We will get through that as quick as possible. We've got some Stinkos and Sweetos of the week. There's going to be all kinds of fun. And then we're also, for October, doing our greatest horror movies of all time. So that should be just a ton of fun. Some of the matchups we're looking at here just randomly. Looks like a Stephen King fest here. It looks like It is going up against Salem's Lot. In the other brackets, we got Ghoulies going against Demonic Toys. So I even got Freak 5's Ghoulies in there. I don't know how Ghoulies made the top 64, Freak, but just for you. Looks like a big matchup is Candyman versus Fright Night. That should be something else. The Stuff made it. It's going up against Cabin in the Woods, so that should be super interesting. Let's see. I'm getting stuff from Breakman. Hold on. I just dropped my mouse. Ugh. Okay. No worries. I guess his Skype is updating. So yeah, it's gonna be a really fun tourney. She wants to kill you. Yeah, well, and that's what Freak 5 was saying. She wishes those blades were real.
She's so pissed off at me right now.
Yeah, our dog.
Does she not like the way that Tutu feels or something?
Well, I mean, the hat is. I mean, anytime you put a hat on a dog, they don't like the hats. And then there's like
I can't
this.
see.
Yeah, and then the glove is like just an attachment that you put around her paw. And it looks cool, but I could see where a dog would be kind of irritated or, stuff like that. I don't know. I think she looks better in the tutu, but that's a cute little Freddy Krueger costume for Halloween. So, did you send me the picture? Okay, I will. I'm going to show you guys what she, I mean, she doesn't even want to get up.
I was going to put the tutu back on.
I heard it growl.
Did you send me it on Twitter?
Yeah. On Frank Sassy Pat.
Oh, can you send me DM, not like to the world, Dorcas?
I don't know.
Jesus. Okay, hold on. Let me show you guys.
I think I know a way I could show the video.
No,
I have to send it to Twitter though.
Let me find the best. Okay, here we go. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at right now, if I can do it. Okay, there's a picture. That's our dog in a Freddy Krueger costume, sort of. I guess. Let's see if we can find a better picture. Here she is, all pissed off and growling, like Eric was saying. Someone is going to find poop in their pillow. Yeah, I would not doubt, Freak. Would not doubt in the least. And it's not going to be me because I did not try to put that costume on her. But let me show you guys the tutu costume. That's even better. This costume is pretty awesome. I like this costume. It's not a costume. It's just a little dress with the heart on the back and a little tutu. So that's Dorcas. Dorcas the dog, because she's a Dorcas. There you go. Now you guys have seen my dog. Let's see. What is this picture? Oh, this is her just like, I don't know, not really wanting to be in the costume at all, I guess. I don't know. I feel bad for dogs in clothes. Well, Breakman, honestly, like, this Chihuahua is like one of those Chihuahuas that shakes a lot, like, in a little bit of cold. So, you know, I don't think she minds the tutu so much, but the other one is the one, like the Freddy Krueger costume. That one was just specifically for Halloween, so we just wanted to see her in that. But the tutu one is really cool. This one, and she doesn't mind that one at all, and it fits really good. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Just waiting on. I don't know if you can hear me, Break, but we'll wait for you, man. I know. Skype's really pissing Break off. That's what he's saying. But had to update again and all kinds of shit, man. That's Skype for you, man. I don't know why. And that's a Microsoft program, man. You would think that they would have their shit together, but whatever. You know, what can you do? I don't know. We should have a really, really good show, man. Like I said, if you're just joining us, Show's RP Grinders. We're waiting for Break to get out some, technical difficulties with Skype. But we're going to breeze through the news. We'll probably just do headlines. We're going to get to our Sweetos and Stinkos of the week. That should be pretty interesting. And then, we're starting our greatest horror movie of all time tournament. It's going to be awesome. Bernie says she's in a coma right now. Yeah, she's totally sleeping. Like she must not like it. Must not like it too bad because she's just chilling. Updated it once. Break is saying he updated Skype, then it wouldn't open and it slowed down. Hold on a second. Yes, I see you have a rash. Now can I continue? Okay, thank you. Updated once and then it would open, slowed down my system so nothing else would freaking open. And then Freak5 says Break's computer has the Rona. Yeah, totally has the Rona. No worries, Break, man. That's what we're here for, man. Like I said, we're just going to blaze through the news and we should be A-okay. We'll be back on track. We might have a little later RP Grinders today, but it is what it is. And that's, wouldn't be RP Grinders where... yes, here's my rash. Okay. He's in, apparently. You ready for me to call you, Break? Let's try to get Break on in. Let's add Breakman. Breakman. Hopefully, we can get Breakman in. I know you guys really wanted to hear me sing today. I mean, that's the number one thing. Well, I'm trying to call Breakman, but I'll give him a few because he's loading up links and whatever. Why is this not doing anything? Oh boy. I really do hate Skype too, guys. Oh man, what a great one. Okay. It looks like our dog is dead. She just...
Hello?
Hey, Breakman, you're here.
God, thank God. Jesus fucking Christ.
We finally got Breakman in, y'all. I wasn't an Ask Breakman, but did you see my tweets, Break? Freak 5.
Yes.
Okay, yes. He did. Yes, he did. Okay.
There's a he sent some link to a game. It's you play as a dick.
What?
Play. So, what's it called again? Let me load this shit up again. It is called Cockhead.
Cockhead. Okay.
Yep.
Have to
From Yoba Games.
keep an eye out on that one. Let me know when you're ready, Breakman, and then we'll get this party started. We're just gonna do quick headlines, blaze through the news so we can get caught up because we got a big tournament coming up. So, Cockhead Freak 5 says, "Quit calling yourself a cockhead, Freak 5. I don't know why you're doing that in chat there." Should be a ton of fun today. I don't think too many people are going to be disappointed. I took all of chat suggestions, including yours, Breakman. You know, the host suggestion. I'm surprised because we actually have a good representation of Kevin Bacon in the tournament. Can you hear me, Break?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Sorry, I yawned.
That's okay. Kevin Bacon is represented big time in the tournament. He's got. I did put Tremors in there. I took your suggestion.
Awesome.
Yep.
So he's got at least 3 slots in there then.
Yep. Tremors, Friday 13th, and then
And Hollow Man.
Hollow Man. Yep. I put Hollow Man instead of the Invisible Man. So
Okay.
I had to make sacrifices, and I did it for the bacon. So there you go. Yeah, Tremors, Dungeon says.
Yes, that's a good choice because
yeah.
What was that?
What?
You're kind of breaking in now.
Am I breaking up? Can you guys hear me?
I don't know if Eric can hear you or it's just me. It's
Eric,
probably just me because fucking Skype sucks.
Eric, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just. Can you hear me? Break.
Yeah, now you sound alright, but you were like breaking in and out. I don't know. Like, I can't trust you, Skype.
I know. I'll turn my.
you,
Let me turn my mic up just a little bit here. Is that better? Break.
Yeah, that actually is. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Graboids for everyone. Dungeon says. Okay, let's get started with the show,
Hello?
guys. Is it bad now?
Okay.
Break.
You're like breaking in and out again.
Break, man. Let me hang up on you and call you right back, dude.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let's remove you from the call. Go ahead and hang up, Breakman. I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right. Boy, you gotta love Skype. Hang up.
I'm trying to hang up.
I honestly feel like we should just take a break from doing this show until we figure all this shit out, so we don't have to keep going like this.
What are you talking about, Eric? It's just little technical issues that everybody goes through. It doesn't happen that often. Okay, let's add Breakman. I think it's just Break. I think it's just Break too. But we'll add Break back in. He's been having some issues with his computer and whatnot, so we'll get there. I promise. Let's get Breakman in here. We'll get the show started, and then that'll be that. Hold on a second, y'all. I gotta. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. We'll try to get Break on here in just a minute.
Tell you, we need to like switch the fucking Discord or something.
What's that, Eric?
Maybe we should switch the Discord.
I thought
Hello?
about it. Yeah, Breakman. Is that better?
Thank God, I'm back.
Okay, is it better?
Yeah, that sounds better. I think it was on my end though, because when it was ringing, like it was chopping in and out too.
Okay.
So there's 2 updates that I did have broken it. So fuck.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it sounds.
All right,
good
let's
now.
get started.
It'll just go out during the show. I won't say anything if it like cuts in and out because I know
No, it's all good. Let me know. Let me know so I can hang up on you, or just hang up and then I'll call you back if it happens again. Okay, Break. Just
All
let me know in the Skype chat, and we'll get you back on in. All right, Break. No worries. Freak 5, real quick before we start the show. He says, Break, did you watch the South Park Pandemic special?
Well, yes, I did, or I would be unhappy with his spoiler-ridden tweets.
Don't tell me them, because I haven't seen it yet, so...
Well, I better not tell you the tweet then.
Yeah, don't tell me the tweet.
Yeah, he's got one about you and South Park together, so...
Oh, the Randy Marsh thing. How dare you.
Yeah.
How dare you, Freak 5. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to start...
I guess I could tell that without too many spoilers.
Yeah, there's not that many spoilers. Okay, here we go.
I stopped giving a shit about South Park a long time ago.
Yeah, I like South Park. I think it's kind of funny satire, but whatever. Here we go, guys. And welcome, everybody, to episode 611 of RP Grinders. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, it's been a Skype-plagued, I don't know what you want to call it, but how are you? Hello? Hello?
Yo mama jokes are funny.
Sorry about that, guys. Even more technical difficulties. My dog hit the button there, the mute button, and now she's crying. So this is awesome. Okay.
Oh, my Wi-Fi is being wonky right now. Awesome. That's probably part of my problems. Oh my God.
I bet.
I hate tonight. Can we start over?
Yeah, actually we can. You want to start over, Break?
Yeah, let's start over.
Okay. Do you need to do anything else, or are we good? Or
okay, I'm ready.
okay. Let me just start after the music. I'll introduce and all that. Hold on. Jesus Christ, what a cluster of a show already, guys. Hang on. And welcome everybody to episode 611 of RP Grinders. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, it's been a Skype-plagued, I don't know what you want to call it, but how are you?
I'm awesome. I am awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Awesome. Yes, everything's awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't plagued by Skype problems for the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. We're here. Slagar's in chat. Welcome. Good friend Slagar's in chat. He says, I'm here hoping this
You got Cyber-Rona.
Yeah, Slagar says, I'm here hoping this is going to be a karma, going to get you good day for America episode. We'll talk about it, Slagar.
He's not happy with the choices we haven't made yet, and yeah. He already knows they're going to be bad.
Yeah, you know we're going to be talking about that later in the show, Slagar, so stick around for that.
I'm going to make the wrong choices.
Yeah, stick around for that. Also, we're going to have our big October greatest horror movie of all time tournament, and I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed. Everybody's represented. I did the best I could. I mean, breaking down the greatest horror movies of all time to 64 is just, it's almost impossible. But I think I pulled off the impossible, everybody. I got everybody's suggestions. I put most of those in there. There were a couple I had to leave off, but other than that, I think we're in really, really good shape. So, without further ado, let's...
Rest assured there's no nuns in this list.
The nun did not make the list, and I was almost doing that just to spite Wyland, but, you know, it was just... I think it would be too much for Wyland. I don't think Wyland's heart could take it. So I left the nun off of the list. So, you know, there we go. All right, well, let's get started with...
Because you know he's just not going to listen to the show anymore.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't, man. Wyland would be like, fuck this, man. This is some bullshit. The nun wins greatest horror icon last year, and now the nun wins the greatest horror movie of all time. This is nonsense. I could just...
This is the worst show I've ever listened to.
None is not in there. So let's get started with the news. We're just going to do headlines for you, and then we'll get through this news and on to bigger and better things.
RPG News.
All right, Eric, you're up.
Okay, from RPG sites, we've got Ocean's Heart, which I wanted to talk about last week, but we didn't have time to fit it in. But pixel art action RPG, Ocean's Heart, announced for PC. Publisher Nord Current and developer Max Mraz have revealed Ocean's Heart, a pixel action RPG. It's a release for Steam, and you play as somebody named Tilia, and she's looking for a missing dad, and it's inspired by 2D Zelda titles. In fact, the sprite almost looks like it's lifted from the Minish Cap.
It does. It looks a lot like Minish Cap, so it's something to look forward to. It looks really good. So,
hopefully there are console ports eventually.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on that, Eric?
It says it's hoping to release in early 2021.
Okay. All right. Well, let's...
The actual article doesn't say it, but it lists it here. It says originally released early 2021.
Yeah. It should be. I mean, it looks good. So it looks like it's almost finished. So it should be a good title to look out for. All right, break. What do we got next?
Coming to us live from Gamatsu. Galgun Returns announced for Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And because we're in kind of a hurry, I'm going to skip ahead.
Yeah.
About the game. As the franchise turns 10 years. 10 year? Next. I read this way wrong. As the franchise turns 10 next year, what better way to celebrate than to bring to the West the game that started it all but never left Japan? In all its glorious remastered form, Galgun returns. It's time for faithful Galgunners and new fans alike to experience the roots of Galgun and its numerous undiscovered panties. Galgun is an entertaining story of a young man who becomes super popular with the opposite sex and is now living the unfortunate life of having every lady that looks his way confessing their undying love for him. What?
Basically, a demon went around and made everybody really horny, and the first guy they see, they fall in love with, which happens to be him.
Love Potion 49 or whatever that is.
Yeah. But he must steel himself and fend these would-be lovers off with his special weapon. What? Fend them off? What are you talking about? You have a hot
Because
chick
they're
throwing themselves at you?
crazy psycho in love, and they're probably going to tear him apart just fighting over him.
Oh,
That's
I
why
see.
he's like
Well, he
basically.
can separate them and do them one at a time.
He-
Get in line, ladies.
he's putting them to sleep with a love beam, which is suggestive.
Yeah. Freak 5 is exiled, by the way.
No,
What's that, Break?
as he tries to win the affections of one of the main protagonists. Galgun is a crazy combination of arcade-style shooting action and dating sim that truly has no equal. Key features, so much choice. You will face and romance a huge cast of over 70 characters, from heroines to the angels, students to faculty members, and even some ladies who are pretty rare sightings. You have an ample choice in which waifus to choose from as your true love. Give them euphoria. While the pheromone shots are efficient, everyone has a special spot that makes them weak in the knees.
Yeah, he's the one showing them.
Everybody has a different G
saying
spot's
there?
what you're saying, Break.
Oh, if you aim correctly and sees a Ha or a Kayan,
Cute.
land your shot to score a one-hit
They're
euphoric
Japanese
KO
onomatopoeias.
with the okay, I get it. With the ecstasy shot and get bonus points. Is your heart beating faster? The one and only Doki Doki mode is back and ready to showcase the girl's best assets from all angles. Should you meet the right criteria. If you get the girl's gauge filled up in the time limit, you will eliminate all the enemies on screen while bringing the girls to euphoria. Are they just afraid to say you're going to make them all come?
Yeah,
To
pretty
top
much.
it off, you'll receive a special reward for your efforts.
Well,
He's gonna
you're
make
not,
them all
actually,
come by-
you're not actually having sex with them, but they might as well have had, because you're basically giving them orgasm.
Well, I got to tell you something, Eric. There's something a lot of guys don't know, and most women can't orgasm from sex.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, at least they're getting it from somewhere.
Yeah, like they usually need clit stimulation and penis inside the vagina and stimulating the clit. So anyway,
there are women that can be brought to orgasm via their nipples. I don't know if you knew that, Break.
Yeah.
So
I know there are some. Oh man, let's not talk about this.
Continue
anyway.
on. Yeah, I think Break's breaking
Years have
up
passed since the original, and these gals are. I am.
a little bit. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Damn it! Why do you hate me, Skype? Small changes such as the hairstyles and other fine details have been improved. Brand new CGs have been added for each heroine's introduction, and in a bunch of instances throughout the story as well. A variety of game modes. Fall in love with the girl of your dreams in story mode. Show off your sharpshooting skill in score attack mode. Live out your fantasy of a multi-person Doki Doki mode with all the new Doki Doki Carnival and a whole lot more. So where's the harem mode? Preloaded downloadable content from bikinis to aprons and more. The popular and downloaded
Well, there's not a harem mode, but there are harem routes.
Back
with
then,
specific
right?
characters.
All right.
This is just okay. Anyway, full voice acting. Every single one of the 70+ girls in the game is fully voiced. I wonder what the women thought about this game as they were voicing it. Revel in every minute of the amazing cast performance. Complete gallery mode. Over 250 illustrations, both old and new, are ready for you to take in. Most impatently, true aesthetics in those hidden areas is what Galgun is all about. A grand total of 423 423 types of panties are waiting to be discovered.
Oh, Jesus,
So this
man.
is a remake of the
panties are there?
original This is a remake of the original 360 game, which is then ported to the PS3
Yeah.
and never was launched in the West.
I take that back. As I think about, there are a lot of types of panties.
Yeah. Okay, let's
So
move
maybe
on.
Break can check this out.
Yeah. All right, let's move on, guys, because we got to get through this news quick here. Next story comes to us from Gamatsu. And I get a Victoria. How appropriate! I get a Victoria's Secret banner ad. That's awesome. Crown Trick is a roguelike RPG set to release for Nintendo Switch and PC on October 16th. There's an announcement trailer which I will play, but that's pretty much it. Procedurally generated maze, synchronous turn-based strategy, cast your skills on the elements of the terrain, learn skills from your enemies, and there's a bunch of features that you can check out. No real gameplay in the teaser, but teaser trailer, but a little bit. Looks okay. Looks another Zelda-like action RPG type game. So.
Oh, it's a roguelike. It's not a Zelda game.
Well, no, I know, but Zelda graphics, sort of, like the first game we talked about. All right, Eric,
Maybe
what you got?
Zelda's grown up and Link's decided to go all rogue.
That's right.
You
All
don't
right,
know.
Eric,
Maybe
you're up. Eric, you're up.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to hang up on me and call me back.
Okay.
You guys are cutting out left.
No problem.
Sucks.
Yeah.
What's that, Eric?
Hang up on me. Oh.
What's that, Eric?
I'm just saying I could barely talk or hear because Break kept breaking up.
Okay, next story, Eric.
Um, hold on. Trials of Mana's got an update for version 1.10 on October 14th that adds a no future difficulty option, which, as described, it limits some abilities and how many items you can equip at a single time, and very hard mode, which is just a more difficult version of the normal gameplay.
Yeah.
But in additionally to no future also can let you earn a rabbi slipper accessory if you beat the game on that mode. Which, if you're good enough to beat that game on that hardcore mode, you don't need the rabbi slippers.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else on this, Eric? Before we move on.
But like, it doesn't mention it right here, but no future also resets your level to 1, and if you're doing a new game plus. But anyways, it was originally comes from Legend of Mana, where enemies were largely level 99. You gained more experience, but it was just a really difficulty in that one. But there's also a couple other changes, but I don't want to talk about those.
All right. Sounds good. Breakman, are you with us? Did we lose?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready to do the next story?
Guess like if it just keeps cutting out on me and shit. I'm just irritated. Anyway, coming to us live from RPG site, Demon's Souls is getting a digital deluxe edition with new equipment. Sony Interactive Entertainment and Blue Point Games have revealed a digital deluxe edition for the upcoming remake of Demon's Souls, priced at $89.99 or €99.99. This edition includes several bonus items for players starting the game. Note that the base game will be priced at $69.99 as one of the several next-generation titles embracing the $10 price point. That seems going to be the norm. Another reason to get Game Pass. I love Game Pass. Full game, legendary. Here's what comes with the deluxe edition. Full game, legendary.
What?
Hold on, Eric.
Ground Hero Soul, Storied Warrior Soul, Red Eye Knight Armor,
You just cut out.
Proletarian Royalty Armor.
Eric, stop interrupting, dude. I understand. We just got to get through it. Let him get through it. We can hear him now. Go ahead, Breakman.
Ritual Blade, Hoplite Shield, Ring of Longevity, Preservation Grains, Phosphorescent Grains, Bearbug Grains, Large Hardstone Shard, Moonlight Stone Shard, and original soundtrack.
Yep.
Only thing of those I understood was original soundtrack. So there you go.
Yeah, we're at the
That's
point.
the real cost of this pack.
Yep, $100.
This will
man.
be releasing on November 12th.
Which, I really just like to get this pack without the game attached to it. I'd pay $20 for just that.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, like, you don't get much for your $20. I mean, you're getting the original soundtrack. I mean, I guess, but I mean, it doesn't look like there's a lot for that $20.
I don't think the original soundtrack's on iTunes, so
Yeah.
that's probably what they charge
for if they sold it there.
I guess. But anyways, let's move on to the next story. Torchlight.
$20. It's 10 because it's going to be
It's $69.99, and then they're charging $89.99 for
right.
the.
But the new games are gonna. Oh, it's $69. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I read that.
Okay, Torchlight 3 launches on October 13th for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Steam. So there you go. If you're a Torchlight fan, you can expect it on October 13th. All right, Eric, you're up.
All right. Pokemon Sword and Shield's Crown Tundra's DLC has been dated, and it comes out on October 22nd. And it's the second component of the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion passes, following the Isle of Armor, which came out earlier this year in the summer. And on number 6, players can purchase a bundle pack.
A butthole pack? What?
Bundle pack
Oh.
for the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass and Pokemon Shield or Pokemon. So basically, you can get one or the other, but I guess includes the base game and the corresponding expansion pass. So if you haven't yet bought the game, you can get like this basically Game of the Year edition version of the game.
Yeah. Looks good. Dungeon
Which I might do that for Shield since I don't have Shield. Shield does have some exclusive content that's not available in Sword.
There you go.
But I'm still gonna have to buy the expansion pass for the Sword because that's the one I picked up, and I hope that gets on sale at some point.
Yeah. Dungeon says, I heard Torchlight 3 is a dumpster fire, nothing like Torchlight 2, except maybe being an action RPG. That's sad to hear, man. I thought it would be awesome, like Torchlight 1 and 2. So there you go. All right, Break, you're up.
Hold on here. I'm trying to do something because this is stupid and it's pissing me off. So I'm plugging myself directly into the router.
Oh,
Hopefully
okay.
that fucking fixes shit for whatever stupid reason.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Coming to us live from RPG. I'm sorry, I'm just irritated. Coming to us live from RPG site. Bless Unleashed launches for PlayStation 4 on October 22nd.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
The Xbox One and the PlayStation 4.
I would show you guys.
Xbox One March, sorry.
I would show you guys a trailer for that, but I started playing the trailer and I remembered Bandai Namco always gives me copyright bullshit, so fuck that. All right, anything else on that Break?
No.
All right, next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Dragon Quest Tact. I guess it's called Tact. Heading west for
Short for Tactics.
Okay. Heading west.
Oh god, that is a terrible fucking name.
I know.
Yeah.
That's awful. That's unfortunate, but
It'd be like calling it Pokemon or no, Dragon Quest Strat as short for strategy.
yeah, exactly.
Dragon Quest Strat.
Yeah. It looks typical Dragon Quest, so that's what you can expect in strategic form. So there you go. All right, Breakman. Eric. What do we got next?
We've got from RPG site. Konami actually publishes a game.
I know this is
Or
weird.
2 games.
Who?
Yeah.
Who? What? No,
Yeah, who,
I don't
what?
believe you. This must be like one of those machines they love so much.
No, they're actually games. Well,
what
one
are
of them's
those
probably
machines
a
called?
concept thing, but the other one's probably an actual game. But
Pachinko machines? Is that what they are?
anyways, during Tokyo Game Show, Konami has announced 2 upcoming game projects for Eden Zero, which is a manga that doesn't have an anime attached to it. So that's a weird license flex to do.
Yeah.
Anyways, a mobile top-down action RPG, which probably has microtransaction nonsense in it.
Yeah. It looks like artwork from Fairy Tail.
Yay,
to be
Mike
honest.
It is Arthur, so that's why.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, yeah, makes sense then. It looks a lot. What were you saying, Breakman? I'm sorry.
Yay, microtransactions! Yay!
Anyways, in case anybody doesn't know what Eden Zero is, Mishima, who's the writer, describes the series as a space fantasy, which follows the boy named Shiki Granbell, searching for the interstellar goddess known as Mother, in quotes. I guess they don't know.
Looking for her panties too.
I think he was lost from that other game. What was that game called?
And the Eden Zero is a spaceship, so it's
Yeah.
in the title.
Okay, well, that's actually exciting news to hear that Konami's actually getting back in the game for a change. But other than that, I don't know what to
He's not
say.
making games anymore, but at least they're publishing them.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. Hopefully, this will lead to more Castlevania and other Konami fucking.
Also, Silent Hill 4: The Room was put on GOG this week
Yeah.
or
Okay.
today.
Well, there you go. All right, Breakman. What do we got next?
Coming to us live from RPG site. PS5 version of Yakuza Like a Dragon coming March 2nd, 2021. All other consoles move to November 10th, 2020.
Ooh, nice.
Whoops,
What?
I just dropped something.
That's kind of. That's
Maybe
kind of.
if Sony hadn't dragged its foot, they could have worked on development for the PS5 version to launch day and date with the others.
That's so
Mm.
weird, but okay, whatever. I think I'll
Well,
wait for
they're
the
lost.
PS5 version of it. But
Yeah, especially since your save files won't transfer to the PS5 version.
ooh,
I don't know why that's a big deal.
I don't either.
It's never been like that before.
I know.
Yeah, it's especially since they don't have an excuse because it's not like I don't think the PS5 uses a different file format, and if it does, you can always do conversions.
Yeah, I don't know.
And unless it's got a completely different trophy list,
Yeah,
which like Spider-Man would probably be the case.
yeah. I'm just gonna wait for the PS5 version for sure.
Mm.
Did I tell you guys I got my pre-order?
I
for-
probably won't get a review code anyway,
Yeah,
but I'll probably be springing for the Xbox One version because I could just upgrade it afterwards.
yeah.
Wasn't
that's
that your
true.
Sweeto last week?
Yeah, it was. Man.
Okay.
I just thought I'd let people know. I'm kind of gloating a little bit.
Oh,
you
you're
know.
you're bringing it back up. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
GameStop and get a pre-order.
Yeah. Okay.
You put
la-
all of it or just some of it down?
I purchased the whole thing, man. I wasn't gonna take any chance. I got the whole damn thing. All right. Last story here from RPG site. Atelier Riza 2 TGS 2020 trailer confirms a PlayStation 5 release, so that's kind of interesting. Koei Tecmo and Gus published more information on Atelier Riza 2, Lost Legends, and the Secret Fairy. Other than live gameplay footage, the stream also showed a new trailer that featured the game's theme song, Some When, Somewhere. God damn, that's a dumb
Maybe
name.
the performance in the game will actually be good because
Yeah.
it's been wonky.
Yeah, so there you go. So no details yet, but it'll release probably sometime next year. So there you go. Okay, that's
How much we know.
that's how much we know exactly. That is the end of the news. Thankfully, no homie discounts to talk about really thus far, other than that cdkeys.com PlayStation Plus for $32, which I would.
I don't know if we should promote CD keys because like there's a chance that somebody will find out your key was stolen. Because like even though they're a legit site, they're always buying from vendors across the globe to try to make well, that's why their prices are usually so low because they can go for the cheapest deals and then they buy them in bulk and then sell them back.
I have never had a problem at all.
But if I don't think it has happened, but like it could be the case that they could get stolen keys and then Sony will ban your account if they find out.
I guess, but I've never had a problem. I bought at least 2 years worth from CD Keys and never had any issues. But it's a possibility, I guess. But I guess you could appeal with Sony, so it is what it is.
Well, I don't know. I mean, our friend Roxy got their PSN account locked because they played a game on their flatmate's PS3 that was hacked, and then they found out and then locked their account.
Well, that's kind of weird.
Maybe that's just Sony UK's problem. Like they're just really strict about that. But who knows? And well, she tried to get help for trying to get them unlocked, and she hasn't been successful. So she sold her PS4.
Well, good for her. Hopefully she buys another one. And but it's the account that's locked, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So she doesn't have access to.
You could buy a PS5 and then you'd make another account, but her old account's ruined.
Yeah, I mean, but all the games that she bought and stuff, damn, that sucks.
Unless they have some way of transferring all her stuff over to the new account.
I don't know. All right. Freakfy says after giving 90 employees PS5s last week, this week his company gave 90 $100 Starbucks gift cards. Yeah, that kind of sucks, man. Second round of prizes, apparently the B tier employees, Dungeon says. Well, that's probably why Freak 5 will get this round, because he didn't get the first round. But actually, it would probably be C or D, so he might have to wait for round 3 or 4 for his. Breakman, do we have anything in your segment this week?
There's no Dear Breakman questions, but I do have a Twitter quote from Freak.
Okay. Any
Oh,
what's
I thought you were gonna play the music. Okay, I'll just read it. He
sorry.
says,
I my sound's all messed up here too, Break. We're just gonna have to
"It's
wing it,
fine.
dude.
Look, this is the most buggy fucking episode we've
It
had in a
is.
while."
Mad buggy, man.
Anyway, he says, watching the South Park pandemic special, and I realized Frank Branches is an inspiration for Randy Marsh.
How dare you?
I bet he is making a pandemic special weed, and I won't read the rest for spoilers. That's it.
How dare you, Break, man? Son of a bitch. Freak 5 is exiled. Why do you like add to his debauchery, Break, man? Like why are you encouraging?
He sent me a tweet. I was reading the tweet. I mean,
You couldn't censor the tweet to like say good things about me. It has to be that.
all right, well, fine. Let's try it again.
Okay, let's try this
He
again.
said he's watching a South Park pandemic special, and he realizes that Frank Branches
Is the greatest of all time. That's what he said, right?
is the inspiration for Eric Cartman.
How dare you son of a bitch!
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Let me see.
Breakman, you're exiled. What do you got
Tally.
next?
He's the inspiration for Tally. Am I right?
How dare you, Breakman? What else you got, man? You son of a
That's
bitch.
it.
Okay. That's it. Wow, that was quick. Okay. What have you been playing, Break?
Last week we talked about the how kind of dumb it was that the 3D Mario pack is not with Super Mario Galaxy 2, and I had thought about, I didn't finish Galaxy 2, so I've been playing that this week.
Okay. Yeah.
So I've been going way back. What's 10 years now, I think?
So you
Yeah.
didn't have a Wii.
No, he does. He just doesn't have a Switch.
So I was playing. I've been playing that. I'm in the 5th level now. I got like 50 stars, and
Well, you made it sound like a while ago, like that you lost your Wii somehow, and you were sore about it.
no, not
No.
that I recall.
I don't know.
That was your
Whatever.
fever dream, Eric.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Anyways, back to Mario Galaxy. Do you think they'll do a remaster of the Switch afterwards?
Are you thinking about like what I was complaining about on Twitter or something? Maybe.
Maybe.
I was complaining about one of my GameCube games that disappeared. You know how the Nintendo does their fucking vault games and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when they had the Zelda collection for the GameCube?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody stole mine.
Oh, that sucks, dude. I have that. I had that game.
Yeah,
I sold because like I got better versions of those games now.
Yeah.
With the 3DS releases.
Freak 5 says Frank is the inspiration for Mr. Hanky. How dare you, Freak 5?
And the one thing I wish that they had done in that Mario 3D collection was, not forcing people to use gyroscope controls in Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like it's so dumb because the NVIDIA Shield version, which was released only in China, was had the pointer controls mapped to the R button and the right analog stick for movement.
Yeah.
And they could have easily have done that and moved the camera controls over to the D-pad.
Just like they could have easily done a 16:9 mode for 64, but they didn't do that. They didn't do a lot
maybe
of
they
things.
could patch it.
Yeah,
maybe,
right.
but I don't know. Knowing Nintendo, they probably won't.
They're not gonna do it, man. They're lazy when it comes to their remasters and shit like that, man. But anyways, what else you been playing?
The-
Oh,
Bro?
they're gonna lock it away soon anyway.
That
aren't they?
Wii Kirby collection, it was just a bunch of their VC releases repackaged.
Yeah. All right,
That's why I sold it.
Breakman, what else you been playing, man?
That's it. That's
Okay.
I've been playing Galaxy.
All right.
Isn't that enough for you, Frank?
It is. It's totally.
Is it
enough.
Mario Galaxy 2 enough for you, Frank?
It's a great game. It's a great game, Breakman. Great game. All right,
I
Eric.
switched to play Odyssey.
Yep. Eric, what you been playing quickly?
Something I can't talk about, which is listed in embargo, and it's gonna be like that for the whole month. But all I can say is it has a 7 in the title, or a 7 as a part of the plot. Something about students and 7. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
And maybe a company from Neon Clum.
Okay, don't give too much away there, Eric. You don't want to get in any trouble, man.
I just can't talk about the game.
Okay, what else?
I'm dancing around the title.
Yeah.
But if you watch my activity on PSN, you'll know what I've been playing.
Okay,
But,
Eric.
anyways, I also played a little bit more of the Super Mario collection. I played Super Mario Sunshine, beat that. I moved on to Super Mario Galaxy. And I played a game called Orange Blood, which sucks. Don't play it. We talked about it last week. It sucks.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never been so more disappointed in a game.
Yeah. Freak Fight says he's been playing Mario 35, Animal Crossing, Dead Cells, and Friday the 13th, of course. Anything else you've been playing, Eric?
Just expect that negative review later. But
Okay.
that's it.
All right. I played
Expect
just
that negative review. It's coming, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I played a little bit of Mario Galaxy on 3D All Stars, and I like the visual upgrade. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that. So
I love the music in that one.
It's a great-
They get a full orchestra. It's
Yeah.
so nice. It's so
yeah,
beautiful.
it is. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Dungeon says,
Genshin,
"Go ahead, Eric."
sorry. He said he's been playing Genshin Impact, and I've asked some people what they thought of it, and they're like meh on it. So it seems like it's a very mixed reaction online.
He played a little bit of Star Wars Squadron too. Really, Dungeon. Tell us about that. Okay. No, Break. Do you have any reviews this week? Because I don't, and Eric does not either.
Oh wow, nobody's got reviews.
Oh
Then.
wow, the Sidewinder.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that thing would work.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to
I
every.
want to know how that is because it's getting like I read one review and it was a good review. So.
One thing I've seen about Star Wars Squadron is that apparently it's buggy as hell because it's EA, of course it is.
Of course.
And then the single player campaign is kind of meh, and you're better off just playing online.
Yeah. Well, that's not for me then. All right, let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the Week.
All right, Eric, I didn't see you had a Stinko of the Week, so I'll move on to Breakman. Break, your Stinko of the Week.
I've got a couple. One goes to I don't know if you watched it, Frank. You probably did watch it. I don't know if Eric watched it though. The national embarrassment that was that debate.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, international embarrassment. Like literally, we were humiliated on a stage in front of the world.
Yeah.
By a giant orange jackass.
Biden wasn't much better, but
no, I'm not saying Biden was great. No, that's not
Yeah.
what I'm saying. But like the giant orange jackass turned it into a schoolyard shouting match. You know?
Yeah.
At least Biden didn't, stoop to his level.
You know, one thing that I hated about that debate, other than Trump interrupting every 5 minutes, Breakman, was the fact that they really didn't talk about policy at all. I mean, there was nothing for anybody in that debate at all. You know, I mean,
yeah,
it was
and
just.
I know both of us caught them both lying at certain points, right?
Oh yeah. So.
And like it's just we need like a fact checker. For real.
A fact checker in a presidential debate, really?
No. We need one because like they're both lied at different points during the debate. I mean,
Yeah.
and Trump would say something and then contradict himself. That was funny.
Yeah.
But it got worse because during this national debate, see here, he told his followers to go suppress votes.
Yep.
And that's not the worst thing he did. No, the worst thing he did was announce to a organization that's a domestic terrorist group called the Proud Boys. He kind of rallied them.
Yeah. He tried to clarify later, but it was awful, man. I saw that too.
He's tried to clarify it later, whatever. No, we saw what he said. We all saw it. The moderator said here, will you announce something, name something, and the moderator said, well, white supremacist. And no, Trump's like, give me a name and I'll denounce whoever. And Biden said, and at the same time, Trump said, Proud Boys. And then he said, what was it? Stand up or
No, stand back and stand by, which basically
Stand-
means
right.
just be at the ready. That's
Yeah.
that's how I took it, Breakman, and
Yeah,
it
that's how I
wasn't.
did it too. He took a terrorist group to be ready to fight.
Yeah, yeah. First Killer is in chat. Welcome, and Griffordia, welcome to chat. Thank you for being in chat. Really appreciate it. What else can you do, man? I mean, there's nothing to say that we can say that would downplay the impact of what that idiot said. I mean, it is what it is. He
I know.
I'm not gonna vote for Biden because I have my own personal issues with
I mean,
Biden.
like you said, that debate, Biden didn't do well either. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, but he was at least calm, and reasonable. He wasn't trying to interrupt every single
Right,
word. He
right.
wasn't shouting, and
Yep,
you know,
yep. Freak Five says
and he
Stinko.
wasn't announcing the Proud Boys are like his guys.
Yeah. Stinko, the starter on his car went out. Freak
Ooh,
Five
that
says.
sucks.
Ugh, sorry about that, Freak Five. That's a
That
tough
could
one.
be expensive.
Yep. All right, what's your other one, Breakman?
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I don't. I'm sure you all heard the horrible news today, like the big news that happened to one guy.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure it was front page news. I didn't really check, but I'm sure it was the #1 story. I mean, I can't believe this happened to him.
What are you referring to, Breakman?
What do you mean? I'm talking about like what happened to him. Like this shouldn't have happened to him. This is horrible. Why? What do you think I'm talking
I mean,
about?
what are you referring to, Breakman? What I don't
What do you
understand.
think I'm referring to?
I don't know. Does it involve the virus at all? Maybe.
No, I'm not talking about any viruses. No.
Oh.
Are you talking about Trump? No, who cares about him? No, some asshole sucker punched Rick Moranis.
What? I didn't even hear
Yeah.
about that. What?
You didn't? That was like you didn't see that today?
No, I didn't at all.
I do not know what's fucking wrong with people. Who the fuck did that? And he like it was some random attack. Like he just saw like a white man walking down the road, like an old white guy, and decided to punch him. I'm not saying it was done by like somebody of a different race. I'm not saying it was racial because I have no idea. He was sucker punched because old white guy walking down the road, looks like a target.
Yeah, that person needs to be in jail. Not just the fact that it's Rick Moranis, but you just don't do that. Keep your hands to yourself.
I wonder if that person was like drunk off their ass, drugged off their ass, or was just they had some personal beef with him.
I don't know,
no,
man. It's really
This
weird.
was a random attack. I think it was just like he said, like I'm saying, he saw
Well, they
like
thought he was somebody else. So
Yeah.
No, they're saying it was completely random. Like he didn't think it was anybody else. He just saw like somebody who looked helpless to him.
Yeah. Rick Moranis is a national treasure and should never have went through that. No, actually, nobody should go through that. It's that golden rule when you're in kindergarten: keep your hands to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. That's just stupid.
the one exception should be Trump.
Yeah, unnecessary.
As far as him and the virus, fuck Trump, man. 200,000 Americans are dead in 1 year because of him.
You're gonna be surprised, Breakman.
I'm not, don't get me wrong. I'm not wishing him dead. I'm not like I hope he recovers.
Yeah. Slagar says Captain America.
I hope he learns from this, but he probably won't because he's Trump.
Slagar says Captain America is on the case though, in regards to Rick Moranis, Breakman. So there you go.
But as far as
but Chris Evans
Trump,
or actual Captain America.
What were you saying, Breakman?
I don't have to fucking care for him. I don't have to wish his family well. Fuck him. Fuck them. I don't care.
Okay, I'm gonna piggyback on that, Breakman, because my stinko goes along with that. Of course, I was referring to. I thought you were referring to the president getting the virus.
I know that's what I was trying to make it sound like, but
yeah.
But I wanted to make sure that Rick Moranis is way
more important. Yeah, no, I agree. Freaks5 says, I'm not wishing he die, but I won't be sad if he does.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. If he dies, if Freak says, I'm not gonna be sad if Trump dies. Like
I am.
But But he's
world's
living off our taxpayer dollars for his medical care, so
You
he probably
guys,
won't die.
you guys know how I feel, and I don't give a fuck. I've spoken about cops on this show in this way. I could care fucking less if he dies as well. I don't care. It doesn't make me
we
less.
gotta do it like London. If he dies, he
And the main reason is because of what Breakman just very, very astutely pointed out. He didn't give a fuck about 200,000 people who have fucking died, in this country. And Slagar says it. He says, I have not wished for anything else for 4 years, Slagar says. So I'm with you, Slagar. I could care fucking less about the president. I don't care about his white privileged ass. I don't care about his stupid, dingy, dumbass wife. I don't care about his dumb kids. I don't care about any of the Trumps, the wives, but
they're lifetime criminals.
yes, my stinko goes to MAGA. All right, the red hat wearing dopes in this country. I'm not talking about the people who voted for Trump in hopes of a populist uprising. I'm talking about.
Well, look, as far as like the people who voted for Trump, he was a con man.
Yeah.
He tricked a lot of people.
Right. What I'm upset about is mega hypocrisy, right? All we heard about from Trump and his stupid cronies and his stupid dumb supporters is everything about how the coronavirus was a hoax, right? We couldn't get enough of the virus is a hoax bullshit, right, Breakman? So
Yep.
so every
and they're still saying don't wear masks.
Hold on. So every stupid, and I am calling you stupid because you're stupid if you tweet this dumb shit out. If you think that sending your prayers to the president and hoping, for a quick recovery, what are you hoping for? The virus is a hoax, right? It's either a hoax or your thoughts and prayers are absolutely dumb. So one or the other, pick. Either the virus is real or you're real stupid. One or the other. So that's my stink of the week. The MAGA hypocrisy on the coronavirus is just astounding. Anything else on that?
I was about to say on chat, but I'll go ahead and say it. On Twitter, I've been saying to everybody, like, oh, it's so convenient, like he's got this disease, he's going to come, like, be cured of it in a week and stuff like that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm perpetuating the hoax that he's not sick,
Hey.
since he's gaslighted the country for 4 fucking years.
Do you think that they're actually going to inject hydrochloroquine into the president or bleach?
God knows, he's insane. He might actually request something like that.
Oh boy, what a dumbass. Freak5 says, I do think it could be the best thing to happen if he dies this close. I actually think the opposite, Freak5. I'm hoping he does not die from it because
let me get Pence.
yeah, well, not only that, Pence would lose easily an election in that scenario, but I'm hoping that Trump loses the election. Not because I'm going to vote for the other idiot Biden, but I hope that it does end up that he loses soundly the election.
Yes.
And that way that'll be an ultimate defeat for him. It'd be too late for the Republicans to put a replacement
Not just
on the
him, but a defeat of his type of politics. This angry white supremacist movement that's been running the country for the last 4 years.
Dungeon brings up a very good point. He says Freak's starter cost almost a half as much as what Trump paid in taxes. That's right, Dungeon. That's right. That's another thing that I don't understand, how people can't be outraged by. The motherfucker is not a billionaire. I've said this for how many years, Breakman? He does not have the money that he says he does.
That's kind of my sweetos.
Let's hold on.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet of the week.
All right, Bernie says sweet of the week.
There's this guy I know who said for a very long time now that Trump's fucking lying about being a billionaire. He doesn't have that kind of money.
Mark Cuban.
I was talking about you, Frank.
Yeah. Well, I am in the billionaire class, so
I can't believe you're like Mark Cuban. What?
Well, he said it too.
Years old, you mean?
Yeah, that's true too.
So anyway, his taxes were leaked because he was going to do everything he can to make sure we would not find out until sometime after the election, and it's pretty much as bad as we thought. everything that we had thought is kind of much in there. Fraud, yep, did that.
Yep.
Let
Corruption.
me see. Corruption, yep. His family being in on it, yep, knew that too.
Mm-hmm.
Just so many revelations that aren't real revelations. It's just proof of the stuff we knew.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a bad day for Trump.
Yep. I mean, I literally have been saying this for years. Like the dude just doesn't have any money. Like it's been, I mean, it's kind of a known fact. Even people in New York, like people in the know are like, this guy's not a billionaire. I mean, come on, he's one of the biggest frauds that there is.
Yeah, and that's how he's gotten his money is by defrauding people.
Yeah.
To get like large loans, he would lie about it, and then to not pay taxes, he would lie about not having money. He'd be like, well, okay. In other words, he'd say he had a lot of money, so banks wouldn't be afraid to loan him money. And then when it came back to paying those taxes in, he'd say, no, I don't have any of that money. I don't, so I can't pay taxes.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Exactly. So I agree with you, dude. Like, I mean, but we've been saying it. I think I led the charge. I think you kind of agreed with me. Eric agreed with me. The guy is just. He's a disaster in every sense of the word, and you know.
I guess I do have a sweeter this week.
If he doesn't win election, he's in a world of hurt. I don't think he's going to go to jail because the Democrats are weak and they're not going to do anything. And you know, justice always favors people that are either famous or have a ton of money, which he doesn't have a ton of money, but he's got clout now since he was the
He's
president.
actually probably made more money since he's been president than he has in a long time.
Well,
he blew through all of his whatever that TV show money was.
Apprentice. It's
show.
true, but he's still in massive debt. He's got like
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying that he's profiting. I'm saying he's made more money lately than more, but he's still losing money.
Yeah,
we know he's fucking broke as shit.
Yeah,
basically.
He can't be put on the ballot. Freak 5 says of Pence because he's it's close to the election. My sweetos, Biden telling Trump to shut up and Trump getting the COVID.
My hope is that he loses and then he immediately gets arrested for tax.
I also liked when Biden called him
and other things.
Yeah, that was the only thing that Biden did that was actually.
When he called him clown, I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, clown. That was
Clown.
the line that I liked. But other than that, I mean, it was the worst debate I've ever seen. Eric, your sweeto of the week.
My sweet. Well, first I want to do a Stanko, but I tried out this new Chinese place through Grubhub, and their cheese wontons aren't that great.
Okay,
so
that sucks.
But my sweeto is that I got two of them, but I have three, but let me get to the other two first, and I accidentally closed the window, and I gotta reopen it. But my first is damn it, no, it's okay. There it is. My place of work has been sold to new owners.
Oh.
And the owner of the business, he's looking to retire, but he's probably not going to retire for a while. He's probably going to stick around just to see everything works out and make a good investment so that he can then retire.
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll mean they're a national business from Wisconsin, the Green Bay Packaging. So that's what we're bringing home now, and we're just a third dimension Geneva division. Anyways, I hope that leads. Well, they do plan on expanding, and they're gonna get a whole new equipment set up. And once that's all done, my job will hopefully become a lot easier.
Yeah.
And
I'm showing.
And once all the budget for that's been settled, I hope that leads to an increase in wages for everybody.
That would be nice, Eric. I'm showing your nephew on the feed right
now.
No,
that's not my nephew.
It's not? What is it?
No.
Okay.
It's a girl.
Oh, your niece. I'm sorry. I was looking at a different video from a different time. But yeah, this is your niece, right, Eric? Yeah. And Freak5 says that owner looks kind of young. So.
Anyways, the other suite is I'm gonna call it Mean Face since Hypesapates isn't here because we're doing all the tournament stuff.
Yeah.
But basically she can do impressions, I guess now.
What's the impression? This impression.
My brother asked her to do like show me the mean face, and she gets all huffy, and it looks really cute.
Yeah. How dare you assume her gender, freak fight? Yeah, how dare me? How dare me?
Well, they're a baby, we don't know, so we're just
Yeah.
calling it until otherwise.
I think all babies look like aliens anyway, so there you go. That's just how it is. All right. Anything else, Eric?
Nope, that's it.
All right, real quickly, my sweeto is it's harvest time for me. So I just got done cutting down all my plants. I had a great harvest, good plants this year. So my year's supply is in jars. So in a couple weeks, I will be enjoying that. So she's adorable, Bernie says. So there you go. All right, let's move on. Go-
I wasn't done. You just kind of moved
Oh, did I?
on from
I'm
me.
sorry, Break. I'm in a huge hurry because of
I
time
know, you
constraints.
just want to get through everything
I
and don't
know.
even want to listen to me.
I'm sorry, Breakman. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I have a question. How do you add friends on a Switch?
Ooh, that's a good question. man.
You enter their screen name or their friend code.
Okay, well, what are your guys' friends codes?
I'll have to look mine up. Do you have a Switch, Breakman?
Ding, 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 we have a winner.
What? You bought a Switch? This is.
It wasn't my plan.
Stole it, didn't he?
He stole it.
No, like I don't want to get into the story, but yeah, I have a Switch.
Awesome, man. RP Grinders.
Mine's Eric RPG,
And mine's
as
RP
it is on Twitter.
RP Grinders.
Yeah, mine's the
so.
same as Twitter. _man.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't play the Switch that often, but when I do, I will look you up, man. That's awesome, man. It's good to hear. I hope you get a next gen console at some point, man.
You basically like run a search for a friend, and then they'll ping you back if they
Yeah.
accept.
Hey, I see friend code on here. I don't want to search for local. No, not local users. Damn it. the
Wow.
wrong thing.
Congrats, Break. Dungeon
No,
says.
no, it's fully. Okay, you want to know the story? I bought this months ago when it was harder to find for my nephew for his graduation present and his birthday.
That's the cover story. Okay, gotcha.
No, that's true. Well, we've been in lockdown because of the pandemic and stuff. I haven't seen him since really last year. Well, I found out that he also went out and got himself a Switch, so he didn't need a Switch.
I see the ruse. Okay, I see
No.
the ruse.
No, I didn't know, but so
Now you can play Smash and get pwned by him.
I don't have Smash yet. I have Mario. What All-Star? I bought the All-Star 3D
3D.
All-Stars and new Super Mario, and then
Well, that's fantastic news, Breakman. I mean, it
so
just
I've been playing that, and then did
All
you guys-
all three of us can get the 3D world, and we can fuck each other over it.
Yes, it sounds
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
All right, I'm adding your friend code right now for 3.
I don't think New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe has online play.
Yeah. All right, Breakman. That is fantastic
I've
news.
let me see. I've also been playing a little bit of, and I was wrong. Like I thought it looked stupid, but Super Mario 35 is a fucking fun game.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard it's fun.
enjoyed it.
I should play it.
I
just
really
don't-
hope that they don't remove it from the eShop once
I just
March 31st hits.
I just
Yeah,
don't
I saw that.
Yeah.
I
I just
saw that.
don't-
I don't know what's up with that.
yeah, I just don't play my Switch all that often.
Also, if you have a Nintendo Switch online, you can download the original Mario All-Stars for the SNES.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. That it, Breakman?
Yes, isn't that good enough?
That is great
Why
news,
is
man.
nothing good enough for you, Frank?
How dare
That's the
you,
name of this
Breakman.
episode. Nothing's
Nothing is good enough for Frank. Yeah, that's it's my Switch is dead, by the way, so I got to charge it before I add anybody to anything. I do have a nice case for it. Bernie got
Mine's
a
a one, so
Bernie
it's
got a
got-
really nice Zelda leathery case for it, so it's really nice. But okay,
Yeah.
let's
I'm gonna have
move.
to get some. I'm gonna have to get some games and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
of course,
So right
man.
now I've just got the 2.
I don't have very many games. I think I got a total of maybe 4, 5, 6 games. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like not very many.
Well, I just
but-
need Smash Brothers and Odyssey, really.
Yeah.
And
Well-
and I even though Dungeon told me it's broken and it's not as good as the originals. I still want to play the Marvel Alliance.
Yeah.
'Cause
Wyland
it's
says, Sweeto, Friday the 13th box sets are shipping. That's awesome, Wyland. Freakby says, Frank, is your Harvest Your Pandemic how dare you, son of a bitch. Okay.
and I guess Animal Crossing would be another one I'd want.
Pandemic Special sounds like the name of a drink.
You got to get Breath of the Wild, too, Breakman. That's a
cool.
must. Slagar sent something in chat here. I'm looking at. Bill O'Reilly. Trump mocks Joe Biden for wearing mask all of time during the debate. I don't even know if I want to look at that. Slagar. Okay. Let's move on here. We've got a huge bracket to do, so let's do our free for all. I've been waiting for this for a whole year, guys.
It's a free for all. Little baby. Yeah, it's a free for all. Wow! Suck it.
Okay, Slagar says, if I get a Switch, I think I might get Animal Crossing. Bernie says, I want Animal Crossing too. Maybe I'll buy that for you, Bernie. That'd be an awesome game for you. Wyland says, Break bought a Switch because Minecraft Steve got added to Smash. Oh, man.
I don't get that at all, really.
You don't? I don't get it either. Okay. Free for all, guys. The month is October. What does October usually bring to the masses? What is the number one holiday in October?
Something that people aren't going to be doing a lot of trick-or-treating.
That's true. This year's an exception, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun. It's Halloween month, guys. And in that tradition, as Breakman is on mute, he's probably doing something right now. In that tradition, we have a hell of a tournament for you guys this month. We have 64, mostly the greatest horror movies of all time. I tried anybody that had a suggestion. I got at least 2 or 3 people's suggestions into this tournament of the greatest horror movies of all time. So, without further ado, I present to you this month's tournament, the greatest horror movies of all time. You guys ready to pick winners, Eric and Break?
Sure.
All right. Let's do it then. Let's start in because we got a ton to get through. We got two tourney brackets of 32. So let's start with the first one. We'll start, and this is in total random order. What I did is I took people's suggestions. I also took highly rated horror movies. Plus, there's a couple of my choices in here that I gotta have choices just like everybody else. I added Eric's choices. I added Breakman's choices. I added Wyland's choices. I added most of Freak 5's choices. Bernie had some suggestions that I added in there. So we got a hell of a bracket for you. I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed with most of the choices in this tournament. So let's get started. The first matchup is The Strangers versus Nightmare on Elm Street. I asked, you guys are going to have to help in chat, help Eric a little bit. Also, I told him to look at synopsis if he hasn't seen some of these movies. If you haven't seen the movie, it's okay.
I'm going with Nightmare on Elm Street, though.
Okay. Breakman, what are you picking? The Strangers is an awesome home invasion movie. Nightmare on Elm Street, everybody knows what that is. What's your pick, Break?
It's Nightmare on Elm Street, of course.
Okay. It's a clean sweep. I also picked Nightmare on Elm Street, even though I think The Strangers is a fabulous horror movie, and everybody should watch it. It's a great horror movie. Okay. Next matchup, Rosemary's Baby versus Cat's Eye. Breakman, I will start with you.
Oh, I love Cat's Eye.
Okay. One vote for...
It's a great Stephen King movie, like the anthology movie. And then it's, oh man, I love the last story when that cat's fighting that little...
Yeah, that's a great one, man. That little elf.
That thing, like, the elf, a goblin or some shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, it's a great one. Eric, what are you picking? Rosemary's...
That sounds cool, so I'm going with that one.
I actually would pick Rosemary's Baby on this one. The bigger implications of that movie kind of trump the short-term anthology, but I can't disagree with you guys too much. Cat's Eye moves on. Let's move on to the next matchup. Bernie says Cat's Eye. Wyland says Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay. Some of those.
Slager says no one less than 80 years old has seen Rosemary's Baby.
How dare you, Slagar? How Slagar? He says, "See, how dare you referring to me? I bet you son of a bitch, Slagar." All right. Next matchup. This is an interesting matchup. A Quiet Place versus Amityville Horror. I'm gonna go first on this one. I like the Amityville Horror, but I thought A Quiet Place was a good, interesting new idea into the world of horror. I'm picking Quiet Place. What say you, Breakman?
Is this the original Amityville Horror?
Yes, the original.
Okay, I didn't like that one. I never saw The Quiet Place, but I didn't like Amityville, so Quiet Place.
Okay, what about you, Eric?
I'm gonna go with the Quiet Place.
Okay,
I saw only a portion of the original of Amityville Horror. And I thought the acting was terrible.
It's not terrible. It's kind of scary. I mean, the acting isn't the greatest, but I don't know. Quiet Place is definitely a superior movie. It moves on. Next matchup. I'm sorry I'm doing this kind of quick, but we are kind of short on time, so I'm trying to get through as quick as I can.
Well, we started late though.
Yeah, I know, but people got to eat and stuff
That's
like that.
true.
Okay,
Get it.
next
Food
matchup.
Quest.
Next matchup. Children of the Corn versus The Exorcist. This is a surprising matchup. This is a total. What I did is I took all the movies and I put them in here and I just shuffled them. So the matchups are just what they are. Breakman. Oh, actually, Eric, I'll go with you first. Children of the Corn, about a bunch of kids that kill adults and have their own little cult in this cornfield, versus the possession movie, The Exorcist. I'll start with you.
I've only seen The Exorcist, and I like that, so I'm going with it.
Okay. Bernie says Children of the Corn. The beginning traumatized her as a kid. Wyland says Exorcist for him. What say you, Breakman?
I say there are two ultimate slow burn horror movies.
Yeah.
Exorcist is one of them.
Yep. I'm going with The Exorcist as well.
That's what she picks too, because she doesn't want to say it out loud for some reason.
Yeah, Exorcist is. You can get Mrs. Breakman involved. This is awesome. I'm going with The Exorcist as well. I think Exorcist is a once in a generation type movie, and it still hasn't been topped in the possession movie genre at all. So I'm going with The Exorcist.
The way they build up to it, because most of the movie, it's like everything's kind of normal and stuff like that, and then just slowly it starts, she starts changing, and then hits that finale where she's fully the demon and shit.
I couldn't agree with you more, Breakman. Okay, next matchup. This is an interesting matchup. The Entity versus Trick or Treat. The Entity is a ghost movie, and it has one of the most traumatizing scenes ever in a horror movie, involving a woman getting raped by a ghost. And Trick or Treat, the other great anthology movie from Doherty, I think it's Michael Doherty directed that movie with Sam, the new horror icon Sam. So I'm going to go first on this one. I'm going to pick Trick or Treat. I think Trick or Treat was definitely a good, well thought out, put together anthology of scary vignettes. The Entity is a great movie, though. What say you, Breakman?
I didn't like Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat blew ass.
Yeah, me and Mrs. Breakman did not like Trick or Treat. We're going the Entity.
Okay, the Entity. Eric, what say you? You're the tiebreaker.
I only saw one of them, and I kind of don't like the idea of rape, so I'm going with Trick or Treat.
Okay, Trick or Treat by the skin of its teeth.
I mean, granted, in Trick or Treat, those werewolf girls basically raped these guys, but then they immediately killed them. So
I mean, those chicks were hot. So how could you not go with that? How dare you, Mrs. Breakman?
Kevin Bacon was not in even one of those movies, so no, I was not wrong.
The break's wrong again. Wyland says. Bernie says Trick or Treat. Dungeon voted for Exorcist as well. This is why Kevin Bacon spites you. Wyland says. Okay. You'll be happy with Kevin Bacon is widely represented in this greatest of all time. Okay, the next matchup. This is a great matchup. The Witch versus The Omen, and I'm gonna go with Eric first on this one.
I've not seen The Omen. I like The Witch though, so I'm going with The Witch.
Okay.
Or The Witch.
Okay.
The Witch.
Breakman, what say you?
I don't know if I saw The Witch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What's The Witch? What's The Witch?
The Witch is it's a unique movie. It's a Richard Egger movie about some Puritans that get cast out of their society and have to start their own kind of like farm, and a lot of craziness. It's like they speak in old English tongue, and it's really
I didn't
good.
see that.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't see that one, so I'm gonna go with The Omen.
Okay, so I'm the tiebreaker on this one. The Omen's a great movie about end times and the devil and stuff like that. But I think I'm gonna go with The Witch. The Witch is a great movie. Eric or Break, you and Mrs. Break, I think would like this movie if you can get over the old English talk. It's kind of creepy. So The Witch moves on. Bernie says I want to hear.
Me and Questbuster are the same.
What?
I haven't seen The Witch, but I have seen The Omen. So there you go.
Well, The Witch moves on because The Witch is a great movie. The Witch is a great movie. Bernie wants to hear what Mrs. Break thinks. Breakman, The Witch versus The Omen. What does Mrs. Break think?
She said she never saw either one of them, actually.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Next matchup, Evil Dead 2, and I picked Evil Dead 2 because it's kind of a better version of 1, like a remake of 1. Yeah. So there's very few sequels on this. Bernie says Evil Dead 2. Breakman says
I'm going to go with The Ring.
Okay.
You're wrong.
I'm the tiebreaker on this. I'm going to go Evil Dead 2. I think Evil Dead 2 is a fantastic movie.
I feel like The Ring's more influential, though. That's why I went with it.
That's not true.
It's like, why do I have to tell him? You could say it.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2.
Okay. Yep. Evil Dead 2. The only one that picked. The Ring is a great movie, though, Eric. I take nothing away. That's why The Ring made the list.
Especially Ringu. Ringu's a better movie.
Like Ring, but I don't think it's in the same category.
Yeah, well, they're not.
Oh, wait. Let's clarify. Is this The Ring or is this the U.S. The Ring?
We'll go with Ringu. I put The Ring, but Ringu is a better movie. It doesn't matter. It lost. Evil Dead 2, I now have 2 copies on 4K. Well, give me one, Wyland. How dare you? Okay, next matchup, guys and gals. 28 Days Later versus The Conjuring 2. I picked Conjuring 2 because I think it's actually the better of the two. There are very few sequels on this list, but if there are, it's because they're either tonally way different or they're a superior sequel. So 28 Days Later versus Conjuring 2. I'll start with Breakman.
I like both of these movies.
Yes, I do. Hold on, Eric.
Let me see. You got the rage zombies of basically rage zombies in 28 Days Later.
Yep.
The Conjuring 2 is a really good, like, scary movie.
Yeah, I agree. They're both scary. Both scary.
Oh man, that scene with that old man, the old ghost,
yeah,
like, in his chair and all that, like, that scared the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what you picking, Break?
I guess I'm gonna go Conjuring 2.
Okay, 1 vote for Conjuring 2. Eric, what are you picking?
You kind of already had a possession movie win, so I'd rather vote for 28 Days Later.
This is a really tough one. Conjuring 2 is a great movie, but 28 Days Later was a game changer in the zombie genre. I gotta pick 28 Days Later. I think it's a fabulous movie. That takes nothing away from Conjuring 2. Conjuring 2 is a great movie. So 28 Days Later moves on.
Freak wrong in chat again. I said I liked both of those movies. What the hell?
Freak 5 says I like Mrs. Breakman, and Wyland says yes. 28 Days Later moves on. Okay. In a battle of Stephen King adaptations, the next matchup is Carrie versus The Shining. I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm going first, Eric. Hold on. Okay. Let me moderate here. The Shining versus Carrie. I'm going with The Shining. I think The Shining is probably one of the greatest horror movies, if not the greatest horror movie, especially if you know kind of the ins and outs of that movie and understand the subplots, the nuances that Kubrick brought to that movie. I'm picking The Shining. Eric, what are you picking?
The Shining.
Oh, okay. Is it a clean sweep, Breakman?
What did I say before?
I haven't even seen Carrie, but I heard Carrie was kind of a shitty adaptation.
I like Carrie.
there are two movies that have that like really slow build up, like
yes.
like everything's normal and it slowly things start to go apart. The Shining was the other one.
I
Yep.
like The Shining.
Yep. The Shining's a great movie. TCM is the great. Well, maybe we'll get there, Bernie. The Shining, Bernie picks.
What's
Okay.
TCM?
Okay, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, next matchup is another Stephen King adaptation. I don't know how this happened. I totally hit the random button on this thing, but it, the newer version, not the shitty TV adaptation, versus
You
versus.
cannot fucking talk about Tim Curry that way.
No, Tim Curry is great, but
He's the only thing that made that movie, though.
that movie is shit. Other than Tim Curry.
I watched that when I was like 10 years old.
Yeah, but nostalgia doesn't win the day. The newer version of it, which I believe was what 2018, versus Salem's Lot, the great TV adaptation movie of Salem's Lot. So I'm gonna go with Breakman. What are you picking?
It.
Okay.
I haven't seen the other one, so I'm going with it.
Salem's Lot's tough to beat, but it was a great adaptation and remake. I'm picking it. Wyland says Salem's Lot, it is so effing overrated. I don't think it's overrated. I think it's really good, but it's better. Rocky Horror rules, Mrs. Breakman. Bernie says Rocky
I'll
Horror.
say this one thing though: is fuck Stephen King. He's a fucking Trump supporter.
Bernie says Rocky Horror rules, Mrs. Breakman, in reference to Tim Curry. Okay.
It fucking does.
It does. It's a great
And
movie.
I've lost respect for you talking shit about fucking it.
I did, because it is a shitty adaptation on TV. If you go back and watch that movie, it does not hold up.
It's so corny, but I love it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you're going for corniness, I guess. If you're going for horror, it doesn't stack up. Next matchup, Phantasm.
Wait, so which one won?
Part two of it was shit. You have to admit that.
It wasn't shit. It just wasn't nearly as good as the first, but the first is great.
So
next match.
It won then, right?
Yeah, it won. It moves on. A clean sweep. Okay, next matchup.
Well, it's following the tradition of the book, where the second half of the book
okay.
sucks.
next matchup. Let's get through this, guys. Phantasm versus Hollow Man. The tall man goes up against the invisible man.
I've seen neither of these.
Okay.
I heard Phantasm was good, so I'm going with Phantasm.
Breakman, what are you picking?
Lord Bacon, sir.
Phantasm.
Oh man, because
fuck that Phantasm.
Okay, Mrs. Breakman is correct. Phantasm is a better movie than Hollow Man. Phantasm as a series is great. I couldn't pick sequels or anything like that, but if you guys watch Phantasm,
how about we make breakup?
Hold on.
We take hers instead.
Watch Phantasm from start to finish. All four of those movies are fantastic. Let's see. I met my wife at Rocky Horror. Freak 5 says, yeah, that's awesome. Wyland says Frank identifies with the tall man. How dare you, Wyland? You're exiled, son of a bitch. Okay. Next matchup, we got a newer one, Hereditary versus Alien. I put Alien for Dungeon's suggestion. I almost didn't because Alien to me is more sci-fi, but I can see the horror elements. I'm going to go first on this. I'm picking Hereditary. I know that it's going up against a monster in Alien, literally and figuratively. What say you, Breakman?
I have not seen Hereditary, so I don't know how well it is. But the scene when the alien bursts out of his chest.
Yeah.
The first time that happened in any fucking movie. You can't tell me that didn't freak you out for like days on end, after seeing that movie.
Great scene. What say you? You're the tiebreaker, Eric. Alien or Hereditary?
As much as I liked Hereditary, I think Alien was more influential.
Okay, so Alien moves on. I did expect Alien to move on, but Hereditary, I think Hereditary deserved better. It just ran up against a buzzsaw on Alien. Bernie says Hereditary. Dungeon and Wyland agree with Alien. Dungeon also agreed with the flying sphere of death in Phantasm. The first is more horror, Hereditary, than Alien. I agree. Oh, you mean the first Alien? Yeah. Mrs. Freak was a Rocky Virgin the night we met. Oh, Freak 5. Okay, next matchup. All right, this is your redemption time, Breakman. I think this is almost going to be an impossible choice for you. Tremors versus Gremlins.
I love Gremlins. Like the Mogwai, like Gizmo's so cool and everything.
Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna go against the bacon?
No, Tremors is honestly one of my favorites. I love Tremors.
Okay.
I put that like in my top 20 movies.
Garbage.
Okay.
I love Tremors. You're wrong. You're wrong.
That's garbage.
No, you're wrong.
So you're picking Tremors.
Yes.
Okay. Eric, what are you picking?
He's just gonna have to pray extra hard to make up for bacon.
Wyland says Gremlins. I'm not on Kevin Bacon's shit list like Break.
See, even if I wasn't on a shit list, I'd still pick Tremors because I love Tremors.
Okay. Eric, what are you picking?
Gremlins.
Oh, so it's up to me. Tremors versus Gremlins. The only reason that Gremlins is on this list is A, Eric suggested it, and B, I did rethink about that movie, and it is a horror movie in a lot of places, especially the first one.
Yes.
I love Tremors. I can definitely see it as a horror movie, especially the first one, but Gremlins is moving on. Sorry, Break. You're going to have to pray. You're going to have to pray extra hard to Kevin Bacon tonight. That's 2 losses for Kevin Bacon tonight so far.
I'm being
But
haunted in my own house now. Thanks.
okay, next matchup, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
No, Kevin Bacon will just hop on whatever multiplayer game on your Switch that you get next, and he'll just whomp you.
Next matchup is Bram Stoker's Dracula, the great Francis Ford Coppola adaptation of Dracula, versus John Carpenter's masterpiece, The Thing. I'm going to go first on this one, guys. I am at a loss because I love both of these movies, but honestly, I think The Thing is an all-time great horror / sci-fi movie. I almost didn't put it on this list for the same reason I almost didn't put Alien on this list, but I'm going with The Thing. I think it is genuinely scary movie. Dracula at times could be scary, but it was more of a love story to me. I'm picking The Thing. What say you,
It's
Eric?
also got Keith David, so it wins automatically.
Okay, what say you, Breakman?
Keith David does win automatically. But not only that, The Thing has one of the best endings of any horror movie.
It does. It's great.
It's that whole, like, okay, one of them is infected, and oh shit.
Yeah.
It's ambiguously, oh my god, no, why?
Breakman in chat says, I voted for Hollow Man, and Wyland says, not in your heart.
Alright, fine, I was voting for Phantasm in my heart.
Yep. Dungeon says, I watched Bram Stoker's Dracula, but The Thing is so good. I like Dracula 2, but The Thing was way creepier for me. It also had Snake Plissken. That's right. Okay. Next
it also is really long compared to The Thing.
Yeah. Okay, next matchup. We're almost done with
one scene where they're all tied up and they're testing the blood. Like, how fucking freaky was that, man? Who would want to be one of the people tied up next to the monster? Like,
yeah, exactly. Okay, next matchup: American Werewolf in London versus Night of the Comet. I'll go with you, Eric.
I haven't seen the second one, so I'm gonna go with American Werewolf in London.
Okay, what about you, Breakman?
Yeah, I'm going American Werewolf, and this is Breakman yelling to me. Yep, I'm going with that too.
Okay,
that was a comedy horror, you know, like that was. Yeah. At the time, like there weren't that many of them, like The Evil Dead. And
American Werewolf. I don't know. There's more horror bits, but it does have a sense of humor.
Yeah. It's a clean sweep for me. I love Night of the Comet, but I think American Werewolf in London is a great werewolf movie. I'm going with American Werewolf in London. All right, the next matchup, The Blob original, not the shitty remake, versus Event Horizon. I'll go with you, Eric.
Which one of them has a song?
I've never seen either of these movies, but you give the Event Horizon a lot of praises, so I'm going with that.
Okay, what about you, Breakman?
Which blob has that song? It creeps, it crawls, and all that shit. Was it the original or was it the 80s remake?
Could have been It could have been the remake. I don't remember that in the original.
Okay, this is the stupidest fucking song.
Yeah.
Event Horizon we talked about last week. It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, I'm going with Event Horizon as all. I do like the original Blob. I do think it's scary, but Event Horizon is on a whole different level as far as scariness. Okay, let's go on.
What's his name? Sam Neill. Like, I didn't think he would be able to do like a horror like character or something like that, but he was really good as like a creepy doctor. You know?
Yeah, it's great. Okay, Bernie says Event Horizon. Wyland says Event. So that's kind of a clean sweep there. Let's move on to the next bracket before we whittle them all down to 32. First matchup, Hellraiser versus The Gate. I'm going to go with you, Eric.
I don't even see the next list here, but okay. I've not seen either of them, but I saw the very end of The Gate, and I liked it.
Okay. What say you?
And I think it's more accessible to other people since it wasn't rated R, I think.
What say you, Breakman?
Wait, what was the question again?
Hellraiser versus The Gate.
It's Hellraiser for me. Versus
Okay.
The Gate. It's Hellraiser.
I love The Gate, but Hellraiser is a different level of horror. It's a completely different kind of game changer in the horror genre for me. I'm picking Hellraiser. Wyland agrees.
It's sort of like the Puppet Master in that you're always looking to see like the cool puppets. You're always seeing like what cool monsters he turns people into.
Oh, that's a movie that got snubbed in this list was Puppet Master Breakman. Okay, next matchup, Scream versus Ju-on, also known as The Grudge. And I'm going to take this one first. I think Scream was another breath of fresh air in the horror genre at the time it came out in the 90s. I'm picking Scream even though I really do like Ju-on. What say you, Eric?
I'm going with Scream since it's the only one I've seen between the two.
Okay, what about you, Breakman?
Yeah, it's a clean sweep. I mean,
and it was a subversion on the final girl and tropes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Wyland. A lot of tropes, like they turned.
Yeah,
I said stuff like that, didn't I?
Yeah, Wyland's having.
There were a lot of things they turned on their head, like the whole lone killer and stuff like that, for instance.
Yep.
Spoiler alert to the two.
Yep. Wyland can't decide. He legit loves both. Bernie says Scream, so Scream clean sweep. Okay.
So they're going to another one. Is it another sequel, or are they going to start remaking it?
There's another sequel, and it's going to.
They need to move on from Sydney and Dale and all of them. Like they need to just start over.
Okay.
I think they said that already said that it would feature Dewey.
And the series sucked, by the way. But anyways, let's move on. Invasion of the Body Snatchers versus Pet Sematary. Breakman, you get the honors. You go first.
Oh, Invasion of the Body Snatchers is a fucking freaky movie.
Yes, it is.
That's the one thing that's always like freaked me out as far as like what can happen. If you doze off at any point, you're toast.
Mm-hmm.
Like like how can you stay awake for? Mrs. Bregman will hate
me. And if you manage to stay awake that long, then your mind will just.
What are you picking, Break?
Like you're fighting insanity as well as trying to stay alive. Ooh. Yeah. Scary.
Okay.
I don't want to be a pod person. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I'm picking Pet Sematary. I think Pet Sematary was a genuine, legit, scary movie, even though it deviated from the book quite a bit. I do like the movie quite a bit. What say you, Eric? You're the tiebreaker. Invasion of the Body Snatchers versus Pet Sematary.
I'm going with the Body Snatchers.
Oh, and a huge upset. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I have not seen Pet Sematary. I saw the very end of one of the Pet Cemeteries. I don't even know which one it was.
Oh, man. The first Pet Sematary is really good. Not the remake. Remake sucks. But anyways, and the second one really blew. But everybody picks Pet Sematary in chat. So, but Invasion of the Body Snatchers
has Herman Munster, right?
Yes. Yes.
Fred Gwynn. Yeah, thank you.
I was too young to see Hellraiser when I saw it the first time, Freak 5. You liar, Freak 5. You were like 32 when you saw it. You just peed your pants because you were scared. That's what it was. Okay. The next matchup is a movie that our good friend Dungeon suggested, The Stuff, versus a movie that Freak 5 suggested, Cabin in the Woods. I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm torn
Isn't the
because
stuff like more of a comedy?
yeah. I'm torn because I like both of these movies. I'm gonna pick The Stuff though. In a surprise move. What say you, Eric?
I'm gonna say The Stuff.
Oh, what say you, Breakman?
I've never seen either one of these movies.
Okay. Based on name alone, what would you pick?
Cabin in the Woods, yeah, based on name alone.
Okay, Stuff moves on barely, but it moves
sounds
on.
more like a basketball movie to me for some reason.
The Stuff.
Mm.
The Stuff
You
is a
got The
movie.
Stuff.
The Stuff is a movie about like this marshmallow type product that gets sold and fucks with people. It's actually genuinely kind of unnerving, but yeah, it's yogurt. Dungeon Buster says. Suck it, Whedon. Wyland says.
Josh Whedon made
Yeah,
Cabin in the Woods.
Josh Whedon did make Cabin in the Woods. I thought I liked Cabin in the Woods.
I hated the first Avengers, and he did that, so I'm glad.
First
I picked
Avengers a
my
good movie.
choice.
How dare you? Okay,
Dairy.
next matchup is another Titanic matchup, and one of the very few sequels. Both of these, Dawn of the Dead versus Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. What say you, Breakman?
Dawn of the Dead.
Okay, what say you? Actually, I'm gonna go here. Oh God, I better let Eric. Eric, you choose first.
I'm just gonna go with Dawn of the Dead because I've not seen either of these, but I'd much rather watch that.
Yep, Dawn of the Dead. Wyland agrees, even though it's tough for him. Yeah.
I've always liked zombies. Like, zombies are my favorite monster,
Yeah.
Other than Godzilla.
Okay, next matchup is a Wyland matchup. Laid to Rest by his suggestion. Also by his suggestion, All Hallows Eve. And Bernie's upset. She wanted TCM2 to move on, but Dawn of the Dead's a better movie, sorry. It's better. It's better. It's way better. Okay, Laid to Rest versus All Hallows Eve.
I don't know either of these movies.
Okay, Eric, based on name alone, what would you pick?
Laid to Rest.
Laid to Rest, what say you?
Laid to Rest is a good title. I've never seen it, but that's a damn good title.
I'm actually picking All Hallows Eve is a pretty damn good underrated anthology. It's really tough. What are you picking, Break?
I don't think I've seen either one of them.
Okay.
But since you have and you liked All Hallows Eve, I'm gonna go All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve moves on. I'm picking All Hallows Eve as well, even though I really like Laid to Rest. Laid to Rest is basically a new horror icon with Chrome Skull. All Hallows Eve produced the other new horror icon in Art the Clown. So All Hallows Eve, Art the Clown moves on in a surprise move. That's actually a kind of an upset. Okay. Next matchup is another Titanic matchup. Reanimator versus Halloween.
Halloween.
Okay. Eric, would you please wait until I pick people? Right. I'm going to also pick Halloween. I think Halloween was one of the greatest horror movies of all time. What say you, Breakman? Is it a clean sweep?
Yeah. Halloween it had the
the music and yeah. Halloween, he just bought it on 4K as well, Wyland said. So Halloween moves on. Okay, here's a Freak 5.
Halloween has Shatner in it.
Yeah. Here's a matchup that Freak 5 had suggested. It just so happens. Hang on, Eric. Freak 5 suggested these two Ghoulies versus Demonic Toys. What say you, Eric?
Ghoulies about poo monsters. I don't care. So Demonic Toys.
All right, Breakman. What say you?
I never saw Demonic Toys, but Ghoulies was dumb. I thought.
Okay.
Demonic Toys.
I'm also gonna pick Demonic Toys because I'm in agreement. Even though Bernie is in disagreement, she picks Ghoulies. Demonic Toys is definitely a scarier movie. I'm not a fan of either movie, but Demonic Toys moves on to face Halloween next week. All right, next matchup: Blair Witch Project versus Friday the 13th. Breakman, I'm going to start with you.
The original.
Hold on. Yes, this is the original Friday the 13th. I'm gonna go with you, Breakman, because you know.
I talked about earlier, like how these movies will have that slow build up. Like,
Yep.
and the two probably the greatest ones were The Shining
Uh-huh.
and The Exorcist. Well, this was the fucking opposite. It had this build up, like it was going to come to something awesome at the end of the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the movie ended.
Yeah.
The worst fucking ending to a piece of shit movie I've ever seen. Fuck the Blair Witch Project.
Worst movie.
Friday the 13th all the way.
Okay. What's
Friday the 13th as well.
It's
Come
a
on,
clean.
Kevin Bacon. Come on, Kevin Bacon.
It's a clean sweep for Kevin Bacon. The first matchup. Maybe you redeemed yourself, Breakman. Chat is going crazy. They say Friday the 13th. It's unanimous. Friday the 13th moves on. Okay. Next matchup: Silence of the Lambs versus Saw. And I'm going to go first on this one. I'm a big Saw fan, but I really like Silence of the Lambs, so this is a really tough matchup for me. But ultimately, I'm going to go with Anthony Hopkins and Silence of the Lambs. What say you, Breakman?
You know what? I like the original Saw. I'll say the Silence of the Lambs did freak me out.
Yeah.
But the whole idea of Saw is just terrifying.
Yeah, I agree. It's a tough matchup, for sure.
Well, I feel like the Saw movies are kind of like torture porn, so I'm just going with Silence of the Lambs.
All right. Silence of the Lambs moves on by the skin of its teeth.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs
Puts
moves
the
on.
lotion on its skin.
Okay. Next matchup is another Titanic matchup, guys and gals. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, versus another great movie in Suspiria. And I'm going to go with you, Breakman.
I don't know. I've never seen Suspiria.
Oh, God. You
Me
should.
neither. I haven't seen either of these, but I'm going to go with Suspiria based on name alone.
Oh, wow. That is insane. I'm going with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, even though
I'm not a fan of the overly gory horror movies. So.
it's not gory. You got to watch
Yeah.
Texas
The
Chainsaw
original's
Massacre.
old. Like it's The original was what, in the 70s?
Yeah, late 70s, yeah.
Like those movies aren't that gory, really. There's some blood and people die, but you don't really see
Yeah,
much.
but it has that inherent
It's
aspect
not a
to it.
bad choice, Eric, with Suspiria. You should watch that movie, though, because it is scary. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre is iconic. Not only is it iconic, it still holds up today. It's really scary.
There was a Saw the Connect game.
I saw a 4K scanned version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Bernie, who's a big fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, said that it looked like a period piece. That's how great it looked, and she saw details she'd never seen in that one. So I'm picking Texas Chainsaw. What are you picking, Breakman?
Eric, you better pick. You know what? Because you're being threatened in chat. Yeah, I'm Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
I picked my pick though. So.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre moves on. Okay, another Titanic matchup, a battle of movie.
Oh shit, Mrs. Freeman's not gonna like this. You gotta come here. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Just let me get her in.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Here's the matchup: Candyman versus Fright Night.
Oh my god.
I'm going with Candyman.
I
Okay.
have to go Fright Night because it's my favorite, but I love Candyman.
Okay. So what say you, Breakman? Are you picking Fright Night so that way you can not sleep on the couch?
If I want to not die, yes, I have to pick. Fright
Okay.
Night.
So I'm the tiebreaker on this
Even though I
one.
prefer Candyman.
I'm the tiebreaker on this one. I love both of these movies, but I think Candyman actually is a scarier movie than Fright Night, and we're doing the greatest horror movies of all time. So
Also,
I'm picking.
it addresses
I'm picking.
black slavery.
I'm picking Candyman. So that's no slight on Fright Night. Fright Night's a great movie. All right.
Candyman has historical social commentary in it.
Yep.
So.
Bernie says I love Tony Todd as Candyman. Freak 5 says I play part.
Bees in his fucking mouth. I mean, who does that?
They were baby.
Yeah, he got paid for that too.
They were baby though. They were like premature, so
Yeah,
they don't.
he got stung like hell in that movie, and he had insurance.
like so much every time he got stung.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
hell no.
Okay.
That is an amazing movie. I can't be mad.
Yeah. Okay.
And I
Next
think
matchup.
Tony-
Next matchup is I Spit on Your Grave versus Wreck. Now, I Spit on Your Grave does have a very, very violent rape scene, but the great thing about that movie is the revenge part of it. Wreck is a different type of zombie slash subplot that I don't want to ruin type foreign movie. I'm going to go first on this one, guys. I like both of these movies for different reasons, but Wreck to me is one of the greatest foreign horror movies I've ever seen. So I'm going with Wreck. What say you, Breakman?
I've never seen Wreck.
Oh God, you gotta watch it, man. The original, not the remake.
Thanks to Frank's movie night before we lost movie night, I watched Wreck, and I liked it, so I'll go with that.
Okay, what say you, Breakman?
I Spit on Your Grave is one of the great names out there.
Yeah, I Spit on Your Grave is a great movie. It's hard to watch. But it's a good revenge movie.
I mean, the name is great. The movie itself,
yeah,
like you said, there's that really brutal rape scene. It's really uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, it really is. But I love the revenge part of that movie a lot. Hard one, but I love Tony Todd. Wyland says Wreck. Bernie says Wreck. It's just awesome. Frank picks Wreck because he hates him. How dare you, Freak 5? How dare you? Wreck is a great movie. All right. Now, here's another one of Freak 5's suggestions, and I debated on this one hardcore, but I threw it in because I do think it's a good horror movie. Them, which is a movie about giant ants. It's a black and white movie, one of the very few black and white movies we have on this list, versus The Descent. I'll go with you, Breakman.
I am going to go with Them. I never saw The Descent. I heard it's good, but like you said, the giant ants is a classic, scary giant monster movie.
Okay. I'm going to go with The Descent. I think The Descent is a great modern horror movie involving actually quite a few elements that you would not expect in a movie of this ilk. But the ending to this day is still one of the greater endings of modern horror movies I think I've ever seen. I'm going with The Descent. What say you, Eric? You're the tiebreaker.
Giant ants, I think that's good EDF fodder, but I think the concept of the Descent, based on title alone, sounds better.
Okay.
So
The Descent moves on. Unfortunate for Them, because Them is a great movie, but it's one of those movies that I don't know if it has aged all that well, but it's worth a watch. If you haven't seen Them, go check it out. Okay, we got two more matchups this week. The Howling versus Psycho. Eric, I'm going to go with you first on this one.
Was Them the movie they were playing during that movie that I watched called The Matinee?
I have no idea, Eric.
That's also kind of a horror movie.
Okay. The Howling versus Psycho.
I'm not seen The Howling or The Psycho. I've seen parts of Psycho, and Psycho's more influential, so we're going with that.
Okay, Breakman, what say you?
The original Psycho was a great movie.
Yeah.
Especially the whole twist where they kind of built it up where you thought the one character was the hero and all of a sudden she's dead. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You killed her in the shower. What's going on here?
Yeah. Psycho's a great movie. I don't know. What can you say? It's the only black and white movie to survive. It's a clean sweep. Psycho moves on. The Howling is a great werewolf movie. But I mean, how can you not pick Psycho over The Howling? Okay, last matchup, and I'm gonna go first on this one, guys. The Leprechaun versus Get Out. I think Get Out.
Even a choice?
Hold on, Eric. Let me just speak. I think Get Out is probably in my top 5 modern horror movies of all time, along with Hereditary, which got kicked out first round in the last bracket. But I think Get Out is a fabulous movie. It's a movie about, it says so much about racism. It says so much about society. It's a great horror movie. I mean, there's not a lot to not like about Get Out. I think it's almost a perfect horror movie. It's got a little bit of humor, a lot of scary scenarios. Leprechaun is a fun movie, and I do enjoy it, and I think I'm getting that Leprechaun box set when it goes on sale. But Bernie says Get Out because Frank loves it. What say you? Wyland makes a good point. Leprechaun has Jennifer Aniston in it. What say you, Breakman?
Surgery.
Breakman.
Before she had no surgery.
Yep.
I'm saying.
Yep.
That was like old Aniston.
Texas
I like
Chainsaw
Leprechaun. I've never seen Get Out. I like Leprechaun though.
Oh my God, you haven't seen Get Out, Breakman?
I'll go with Get Out.
Yeah. Wow. Get Out barely wins. Breakman, you and Mrs. Breakman have some homework to do. Get Out is a fabulous movie. It's a great movie.
And then go watch Us afterwards.
Yeah, Us is another good one, but Get Out slightly better. But great movie. Leprechaun's a good movie, good fun movie, but I just don't think it's that scary. Okay, guys, what do you think of our first round of horror movies? Do you guys think we did okay in selecting the movies? What are you guys thinking in chat? Gentlemen, what do you think? How about our first round of the greatest horror movies of all time?
I'm looking forward to some of the matchups we have coming up, like Hellraiser versus Scream.
Oh, yeah. There's some good matchups. Friday the 13th versus Silence of the Lambs. You got in the other bracket, you got Evil Dead 2 versus 28 Days Later. The Shining is going up against It. That's a fantastic matchup. Gremlins goes up against The Thing. Holy hell. Next week is going to be awesome. I love Us, Freak 5. Us is a great movie. I almost put it in this bracket, but I just couldn't find room for it. I do think it's a really good next week is going to suck. You all better keep TCM in it, Bernie says. How is next week going to suck? There's some great matchups.
Because do you see what's up against TCM? And I know when I'm gone, you guys are all going to kick it out.
Hold on a second. Let me. What is
Look. Halloween.
How did she figure out our plan?
Texas Chainsaw
Once she's
Massacre.
gone, we're voting against her.
Okay, Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Candyman?
Y'all better pick Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
We'll see next week. But yeah, there's some Titanic matchups. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really hard decisions next week as we whittle our way to the greatest horror movie of all time. So, well, you never know. We'll see. We'll see next week. Okay. I think it's time for plugs. What do you guys think? You guys think it's time to go eat or what?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I'll plug Food Quest.
Okay.
Food.
What about you, Breakman?
You can follow me at break_man on Twitter or at RP Grinders on Twitter, where you can ask Dear Breakman a question and I can save your life one tweet at a time.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Eric, what are your plugs?
You can find reviews I've written on sites like BostonBasherBrigade.com or TotallyGM.com. In fact, this week I've got 2 reviews that hopefully I'll have another one up tomorrow because I'll probably do it the first thing in the morning. But I got a review of Mo Astray and a review of Minoria on TotallyGM.com. And if you like what I've written, you want to support me by sending me as little as $1 at my Patreon, that would help a lot. And you can find the link to that in my Twitter profile, which is at EricRPG.
All right. I want to thank all the chatters today. Commander Root, Bernie was in chat.
Oh, wait, I wasn't done yet. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
There was also, it's up. I uploaded the interview I had with Eric Bailey, so you can check that out.
Yeah, Octobug is the game. Make sure and check that out. All right, I want to thank all the chatters. Commander Root, Phil the Bernie, our lovely Bernie was in chat. Griffordia was in chat. Iledria, Idelaria. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
Good friend. Never come back. Good job, Frank.
I know. Wyland was in chat. Lurks was in chat. Thicker was in chat. Also, Slagar was in there. I know our good friend Dungeon was in there and is still in there, I think. And everybody else that I missed in chat, thank you all so much. Freak 5 was in there. Thank you guys so much for joining the chat. It was a ton of fun. We'll have round 2 next week as 32 horror movies of the great kind go up against each other to determine the greatest. You can follow me on Twitter at Frank Branches. You can just tweet at me. You can follow me on any of the systems, RP Grinders. RPG is capitalized where it needs to be on. I don't know which systems need the capitalization, but there you go. All right, thank you everybody for joining us this week. We hope you come back next week. Guys, do you have anything else?
I just want to know if anybody played Crash 4 yet, because that came out today.
I did not. So, all right. Anything else, Break? No.
Oh, here's my friend code. You can follow him. It's 7854-4600-7899.
All right. There you go, Breakman. Okay. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you, Freak 5? How dare you, Breakman? Okay. Hey, everybody in chat and everybody on the archives, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you listening. We got to get out of here. It's Food Quest time.